When it comes
I
down to
like
nitty gritty,
that.
We got
Yeah,
TPK'd, so be it.
I like that. I'm not gonna try to like throw anything like super crazy at you guys just to be a dick or anything, but um, if you make some poor choices and end up in a shitty situation, it's kind of on you guys. So
Yeah, let us pay for it, please.
yeah. That being said, just now that we're kind of jumping into the pre-made thing, they do make it so. I mean, I don't know if you guys want to know this or not, but um, not everything has to be a battle, if that makes sense. And that's just kind of true for D&D in general. Like, it's not your
Yeah,
only
you can
option.
like bribe your way out.
Most bad
yeah.
guys, even like in the monster manual, even the like things you wouldn't expect have decent intelligence and can talk. So
Yeah. Yeah, you can talk your way out of situations.
right. So it's something they say in the book to like point out. So I figured I'd tell you guys that just so you didn't feel like every time I plop a monster down in front of you, you just have to roll
Yeah.
for initiative right away or anything like that. So
Hmm.
Mhm. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Because
I just
like
feel
you
like
would
this.
like as being new, I would think like, oh, anything in front of us, it's a video game, right?
yeah,
That's the thought going into it, I guess, for a lot of people is not never doing it, but they're used to video games where it's just crawl
yeah.
through the dungeon killing everything. So it is interesting to keep in mind,
This
Yeah.
group particularly though, I feel like they're just we're just down to battle. So
And
like
and
usually if you give us the choice, that's probably the one we're gonna pick.
I think that's true for most groups, though. I
Yeah,
think that's just
I
how it
agree.
goes. It's easier to just be
Eh,
like, all right, I'm just gonna shoot him.
that's probably one of the only times where I would consider like trying to find another option. Or if we like come across something where it's like, dude, that could legit kill us all. We should probably try to solve this another way.
Right. Okay. Does anybody want to do the recap?
Uh, not I.
I remember where we left off.
Nose goes.
I can do
Yeah,
it. It's
I
just
mean, I will.
it's
Yeah.
sometimes helpful for me to hear what you guys like remember and pick up on because sometimes you guys remember highlights that I don't or I didn't think
Yeah,
was
I will.
important, but you guys thought was
I
cool
would.
sort of
I
thing. So
remember pretty well, I think.
cool. I'll fill in
I was
any
paying
major
attention.
gaps if there are any.
Yeah, so where do you want me to start? Like from the beginning or just in general? Like
Up to
we
you guys.
I'll just say like generally we came up on an inn. We met the innkeeper. He was complaining about goblin attacks. We found out that a lady got kidnapped, but we didn't know who. So we decided to hang out at the inn, and we brought the innkeeper with us. He let us stay because we told him we'd protect it. Goblins attacked
For a price.
for a price. Yep,
Yeah.
goblins attacked. We took them all out. Um, we yeah, we took them all out. Ben ended up like bribing the guy even more, intimidating him extorting him out of more money because we had to put out a fire on the roof. I remember that. And then we learned about some sort of they were coming from like a shrine, so we went down to the shrine, fought some goblins, saw the wolves in there, got to the end boss that was doing a ritual. We saved the girl, and then we found Chronic or well, hold on, I gotta get back to the people. Morty found
Morty.
Morty was able to find like the scroll, like a slogan, I guess, of the people that were there. Open the secret door, and the gods thanked us for saving him because if that ritual was done, the ogres were gonna take over, uh, in some sort. They were trying to take over the religion or the town. Ogres were attacking basically, and we stopped the ritual at least, seemingly. And the guy thanked us, and we all got some pretty cool loot. The
Like,
girl apparently, well, we were pretty sure we thought that she was had no importance other than being a farmer's girl of some sort. So um, we
Nacho, I'm
gave her a
curious of
necklace.
how
Oh,
how well
yeah,
how good she looked.
yeah. Nacho
I
found her necklace at the
rolled
beginning.
really well for her charisma, so I said that she was. I think we determined she
Yeah,
was like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
She rolled,
I think
yeah,
so.
she rolled a 14, so yeah.
And Nacho found her necklace back at the inn, and he returned it to her.
Good guy.
Oh yeah, I remember that. The strong silent type. No words, just return the necklace.
And that's kind of where we left off. And there was the wolves in the cages that I definitely wanted to go back to, but I also just want to start the normal campaign.
I picture like
or if
her.
this is part of the prequel to the campaign, I guess.
That particular moment, I just picture her like on the ground, like damsel in distress, like Penguin's character just like consoling her. Nacho just like walks up, like just casually, like just nudges her,
Yeah,
like
hands her the
thing in his hand.
necklace and walks away.
Just you, and she just is like,
That's you.
yeah, and he just like drops and walks away.
Pops his collar.
I like
Just he's
that.
so fucking cool. Just,
Yeah.
He walks away slowly with an explosion in the background, but he never turns around to look at the explosion. That's how cool he is.
The only things I would add to that was that there was another secret door that you guys were planning on checking out.
oh.
There
So it
were.
was
Oh,
separate.
see, I
Finish
thought that was
exploring
the.
it?
All right.
So the prayer thing that I did and opened was
Was a
different
different
than the one
door.
we originally
Oh,
found.
see, I was thinking that was the one we found that you figured out how to open it.
Yeah, that's sort of what I thought too.
So there
Yeah,
is
so
another one. All right.
Yeah, I
Well,
didn't explain
there you
that
go.
very well. The obvious one that you guys found right away that the half orc was trying to leave through, you guys haven't opened yet. The other one was much better
all right.
hidden, and Morty only found it because of divine intervention.
Yeah.
So okay. So that was the hidden one. I like
Yeah.
the really hidden one.
Yeah. And we got
Okay.
sidetracked by
Alright.
that, so I actually skipped a couple of things because I think Dracaro, are you the collector of trophies?
I
No.
am. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the one
okay,
that I
okay.
always said that I always
thought-
like take a souvenir from. Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
you meant our
Or a
piggy bank.
trophy,
Horvath
yeah.
is the piggy bank.
Yeah.
Piggy- yeah,
Horvath's
no, no.
piggy bank.
No, I meant to. I'm pretty sure Dracaro asked me if you could take a trophy from the half orc, and I like with everything that was going on, we didn't get to it. So you find a talisman on him, and you recognize it as another holy symbol, but it is not the holy symbol of the orcs. The one that the goblins were wearing, and the one that the orcs were
Alright.
wearing.
A separate one.
A separate one. And he had it kind of tucked away under his clothing.
All right. Noted. I put it in my backpack.
There were the caltrips on the ground that I think somebody wanted. They're probably
Yeah.
cool enough to pick up now.
I
if somebody
didn't.
wants those.
Yeah.
So
Takara wanted those fire
How many
couches.
were there?
yeah.
I think the rope should have
Um,
those.
Yeah, but Dracaro is the one that wanted at least one.
I don't think I told you
You
guys.
need them. You need like the whole set for them to be effective, though. Is the problem?
Oh.
Yeah,
I
I was just gonna say they're just whatever, because caltrips are just sold as like caltrips, so it'd be like a single set of them. I don't know. It was 20, I guess.
Oh, I don't know what they are.
Did you not?
It's-
Yeah, like 2
I'll
weeks.
gotta look it up.
You had
Hold
2
on.
weeks
Last time,
to
just
Google
Google
it.
caltrops.
It's basically like throwing broken glass on the floor, but like a little bit more powerful.
So they
But, like,
damage
is it
your
like a-
enemy. They slow their movement. They stop their movement.
So yeah, in D&D it's mechanical for fighting. So like you
Yeah.
could take them, just chuck them on the ground and like prevent a flank or something like that.
Yeah, so like what is it, like in a little like ball, like a grenade? Is it like a grenade?
There's a bag of them.
That was just a bag. It's like a bag of jacks.
And you just dump them
Oh,
out on the
okay.
ground.
You just
Yeah.
dump, and they're just
I
really sharp. And if somebody steps on them, it slows. It's like a trap in your pocket. You can just toss on the ground.
It's like
at
the
anything.
Home Alone
Okay,
kid.
fine.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's just a bunch of Hot Wheel
All right.
cars on the ground.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, so whoever wants to grab those can grab those. I know we talked about all of this being potentially like a flashback or whatever, but I kind of did just work it into the setting if you guys wanted it to just like flow naturally from here moving into the next campaign or the meat of it.
Yeah. I
Let's
mean,
do
since
that, 'cause that
we
sounds
spent so much time
organic.
here, then only it kind of makes sense, you know.
Yeah, the whole flashback thing would only really would have worked if like you guys, if I had told you in advance that you should
Yeah.
like work on backstory stuff over the past week so that we could like figure out what happened in the missing time or whatever.
Mhm.
But that's fine. You guys can work on backstory stuff slowly and just bring it up as it comes. So, or we can video game it and just
Yeah, I mean,
ignore
we can work.
backstory role playing stuff. It's up to you guys. It doesn't.
Yeah, just like improvising it would be fine too. Like I feel like this group could manage that if we had to. Just make it shit
Yeah.
up on the spot.
I feel like everybody's got a little bit of something that they've already thrown out there, like a little hook. So
Yeah.
if anybody wants anything bigger or like wants to send me like a backstory that I can work into the campaign, I can do that. But don't feel obligated to, because it's fine to play without doing all that stuff too. So
I just have a more detailed like version
Well, see,
of my
I already
backstory,
feel like
on my
I already
player
feel
card.
like part of that was like,
Yeah, I made up a
Yeah, I
a
think I did a
Destiny
little
themed
bit.
backstory for my guy.
A Destiny themed, you said?
Yeah, I base it on the Vault of Glass.
I vaguely remember
I
seeing
remember I remember reading it and not knowing what the hell you were talking about.
that. Don't worry.
But I never
I
played
played the game.
Yeah, I never
played the
got
game and
into
I was there.
Destiny, so I was like,
Yeah, I played the game and I was
I
there.
even
and
had to like
barely
Google
got
some
half the
Destiny
references.
lore to
Yeah.
build the pieces.
I never played it, so you'd have to explain it all to me.
To me,
But
it
yeah,
was a meme
I
because
made it to make it very D&D with just like the names and the proper nouns from Destiny.
it's just like a meme though, because that game, like, it was known for having the worst story, like when it first came out. So to me, it's a meme.
It's
Like,
also how we all started gaming together too. So I thought that was important to
Yeah.
work it in.
Yeah, definitely.
Except for Lynch. Fuck Lynch.
yeah, I didn't play Destiny.
Yeah, we'll sort that out as we go. So, so we can just kind of pick up right where we are in the place and just wrap up those last few things, because I feel like somebody's gonna want to mess with the wolves, because that always happens.
Yeah.
Somebody wants the caltropes, and then there's the one more secret door, and there's the woman that's there with you.
She is.
yeah, she's coming with us. We decided, or at the time, Hildebrandt stayed back with her. Or, God damn it,
Horvath.
what's his name? Horvath stayed back with her.
Oh,
So you guys,
But stayed back. But by stayed back, it means the room that we're in currently. So.
yeah. Well, actually, instead of saying what I just said, I will say this: if you guys want to fast forward this stuff, that's fine too. If you don't really care that much about the wolves and the secret.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, I think we should start the campaign. Like,
Okay.
Well, we got to check out that other secret
that was
room
super
first.
fun. It totally was. Yeah, I mean,
There's always
Well, we
loot in
got-
the secret room.
I'm just like saying, as long as like whatever we're doing doesn't really involve like we need Ben to be there to do whatever, like a fight or something, then yeah, I don't really care what we do. I just don't want to miss anything too drastic.
No, I don't think so. I mean, it would really just be. I mean, I can spoil it. The secret door is not very exciting, so.
All right.
I think I'm saying we
Let's
did.
move on then.
I felt like we ended like that pretty good. Like I'm saying, we fought like
Yeah.
the big bad. We kind of got loot and like the gods told us thank you. Like I thought that was a pretty, that was like, oh yeah, great,
Yeah.
we did
Pretty
it.
satisfying ending.
Yeah.
Mini
Yeah.
adventure.
And I'm just saying that there's a whole campaign that we're gonna do, and I'm excited to start that as well. So
Yeah.
All right.
So as you guys are receiving your gifts, the ghostly voice gives you one last hint and notifies you that there's an exit to the tomb, the way that the workers were able to leave after they sealed it off the first time, on the northern side of the main chamber, which was where the half orc was running to when you guys shot him down. So
a different way than we came in.
it's a back exit only secret door.
Was the way we came in like sealed or something, or was it like
It wasn't sealed because the orcs had broken down secret door, but it was originally sealed. That's why none of the travelers ever made it back to these back rooms.
Gotcha.
And this way we don't have to worry about going past all those booby traps again.
Yeah.
Exactly. That was
Cool.
kind of the reasoning behind the door, was for the workers who built the tomb to get out afterwards.
Good stuff.
See, so as you guys are traveling back to the inn, which is only a couple hours, Qatar George notifies you. Maybe she already told you some of this stuff, but that she was traveling to Neverwinter. She comes from the east, beyond Coneyberry to the east. Not only if you looked at the map does that have any meaning to you guys, but
Yeah,
so
I got the map up on my stream.
yeah, so she was traveling this way with her brother after her village and farm was burned by a group of half-orcs. She thought that she had made it to safety when she made it to this area, but unfortunately that this area wasn't as safe as she thought it was either. And the reason they were traveling this way was
Damn
to
half-orcs.
warn the people. I know. That's going to be interesting that Horvath is a half-orc, considering that's a piece of this game.
Yeah.
So
He's a good one.
Yeah.
He's like our beast.
What was that?
We're gonna be like genociding his people, aren't we?
Well, they're not
Yikes.
his
He's gonna have to
people.
watch us kill all these half-orcs.
He's half.
They're his
orc, so,
race.
Yeah.
There's good yeah.
There's different.
It will be
there's
funny if
different
eventually
tribes.
he's like, we're killing so many of my people. That'd be funny.
He's a noble. He is. I don't know where he grew up. Some castle somewhere. So you guys, she notifies you that there's a tribe of half-orcs moving this way from the east. They haven't lived in this region for years, kind of going back to that original battle that you guys are seeing the paintings of in the temple. And that they were on their way to Neverwinter to warn the local regent about their incursion. And that they stopped at the inn on the way. She was traveling with her brother. I think I already told you guys that.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe the innkeeper told you that the brother went along to the closest town to look for help to try to get his sister back.
Yeah.
I think that's it. So as she's telling you her story, you guys round the corner and the inn comes back into view. And I suppose that's where we'll pick it up.
All right.
Did we ever find out which direction the brother headed in? If
he went to the south towards Fandalen, which is just the smaller.
That's the town you gave us the map of.
Yes, and that's the closest. Although I didn't do a good job of putting on the map because Neverwinter is pretty close to where you are, where I put your location. But it's the closest settlement, and so that's why I went there for help.
Gotcha.
So you're around the corner, and the innkeeper sees you and hails you, and again you catch him in the middle of packing up to leave.
Morty will turn to him and
Where are
say,
you going, old man?
Yeah, and that's exactly what Morty's gonna say. Say, where you heading, old man? And by the way, what's your name? We didn't catch it last time we were here.
Oh, my name's Garen.
Garen.
I, for one, wasn't sure if whether or not you guys were going to be coming back. But two, I also figured that even if you did, I don't know that this place is going to be safe for quite some time. I'm better off seeking help from the local lords. As much as I hate to do it.
More goblins terrorizing your inn.
Well, we've never seen this sort of attack for years. And seems like the local regent isn't doing anything to secure the surrounding villages and travel ways. So I was going to beseech him for just more armored patrols, and hopefully we can get this land safe again.
We managed to take out the leaders of this goblin troop, but since we won't be sticking around, it might make sense for you to go talk to your lord, because we won't be here to save you next time.
The leader, the goblins were organized?
It's a half orc in charge with a couple of full orcs under his command. We interrupted them doing some kind of ritual that they needed this woman for, but they're all dead now.
Trying to defile the cave or the rich. I'm sorry. What's the word I'm thinking? Temple, yeah. Trying to defile the temple. They were.
The temple.
And look who we found. She look familiar? And he presents the girl.
Oh, why, yes, young lass. I'm glad to see you're safe. These men have been treating you all right?
You gotta talk to yourself.
I know, right? I mean, yeah.
Wasn't ready for that.
It's awkward. Yeah, I needed one NPC at a time. Yes, they
We've been
saved
good
me.
to her. Caro
They
steps
saved me
in.
from the half orc.
She's fine.
He kept
You guys
going
look.
on
You
about.
we gotta talk to your guy. We can protect this place.
You talking about
But
the lords or the people he's going to see? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm saying we need to get in contact with the guy that owns whoever he was just saying is the king of this land, and we can make some money here. We got these guys. We can be like bounty hunters.
Okay, you're talking about like the area as a whole, not just a shitty fucking inn. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah, no, I don't want to protect the inn.
Well, if you're
We
looking
could be like
for
the royal
work,
guards.
How big is
Neverwinter.
Garen's cart that he's driving?
pretty small, just enough to hold some of his extra supplies and stuff for himself.
Is he wheeling it on his own, or does he have like a horse or a mule?
He has the mule.
Well, here's your chance for animal handling, boys.
You want to steal his mule?
I'm just saying, you really wanted that wolf. Here's a chance for another animal.
Yeah, I'm all set with the mule.
So my plan was to travel south to Fendalen first. They've been searching for mercenaries for months now. The regent at Neverwinter is completely useless lately. It hasn't been sending anyone out to help. And more of these lands have been attacked by goblins, and now you're telling me that there are orcs around too?
Seems like all sorts of things. They got creeping the night looking here.
That
What kind of-
explains why they came back so frequently. The goblins usually just scavenge and raid every once in a while, but this is much more organized.
What kind of lords rule this land exactly?
The regent of Neverwinter.
The regent of Neverwinter. His
But-
name is
but I mean-
somewhere written down here.
Everyone here is human, right?
No one's here. Oh, like the people?
Yeah.
So far, everyone's been human. Yes.
Okay. Because
Uh,
none of us are human. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. The Lord Protector Degult Neverember.
Okay.
He took over control of Winter several years ago when the royal line ended.
Well, sorry to seem strange. I'm just a bit curious because if you haven't noticed, no one in my party is human. So I'm just a bit curious of how many of potentially of our own kind could be in the area. I haven't seen a lot of my brothers in quite some time. Been traveling a while. Curious to know where they might have gone.
Well, we do have the occasional dwarf pass through here. There's quite a few mines in the foothills of these mountains. Part of the reason why Neverember is trying to resettle in hopes of finding gold or platinum. But unfortunately, after the raids years ago, the land has not been safe. So he was making an effort to make things safer, but all of a sudden he pulled back all of his patrols and his scouts, and since then we've had no one protecting us.
What do you think,
Oh,
fellas?
can we go
Should
to a
we
gold
join
mine?
these two and go to the town, meet with this lord, see if there's any gold to be made?
Yes,
At
well,
the very least, we should see this man there, and then give the town a look, see what might be see what they might have to offer. Get this lady perhaps to her brother. See, tap a few loose ends, have a drink.
it makes sense to me. I don't want to go anywhere near Neverwinter. I hate cities, and ever since the regent took over, it's just been one dump heap.
Yeah, fuck Neverwinter. Let's not go there. Let's
Dump
go
heap.
to Pendalin.
Well,
Ah,
I
well,
suppose it's
forgive
probably a
me,
bit cold up there.
I prefer a little alone in the country.
Yeah.
Cities just aren't really my thing.
Living alone in the country has worked very well for you so far, sir, as we can see.
Well,
Can we stop at a gold mine on the way? Morty, you
Uh,
know your way around the mines. I want the
I-
gold.
I don't
You
know
may be
this
able to
area,
find
lad.
some ancient mines long abandoned. As far as I know, no one's struck any large veins recently.
Did you hear the old man? This place is dried up.
Let's
Well,
go to the
hopefully
town.
not.
Let's go to
Otherwise, everyone's
town.
We'll
wasting
ask
their
around
time.
and see if we can find a good mine that we can check out that might have something left in it.
Yes, well, you could check out the. Too many notes. Hold on.
To be clear, Morty is not proficient in masonry or anything like that. He's proficient in brewing supplies.
There you go.
Morty knows nothing about mines.
You guys are gonna have to set up camp somewhere. Set up
Yeah.
shop.
Don't you live in a mine?
No, not all.
Family
I'm
from
a
a
hill
mine?
dwarf. Not all dwarfs live in
Oh,
mines.
God
Okay.
damn it, Morty.
They all love dirt.
That's why I made my proficiency brewing supplies. I wanted to be a dwarf who likes to drink and can brew his own.
Perfect.
Well,
This causes a celebration.
I make my own holy water. All right.
if you're looking for mining, there's a miners' exchange in Fandalin where people bring their finds and get them appraised.
Well,
Is
there
it
you go.
on the way? Is it on the way?
He said it's in the city.
Can we make a pit stop?
It's in the town. It's
right, let's
in
go.
the town where we're heading. You can make that your first stop.
Dracaro's
Otherwise,
on board.
if you're looking for work, I'd go speak with the town master. His name is Harbin Wester. He's a little bit of a recluse, which is odd for a city official, but word has it he was sent here by the regent, and none too happy about being sent out to the periphery of the realm. But he's always looking for people to help secure the
I'm gonna go
town.
talk to that guy.
So where can he be found? You said the tavern or somewhere else about, or the town hall.
The town master's hall, center of the town, big stone building, kind of looks like a fortress.
So how
Small
long?
but sturdy.
So this would take us like what? Would this take us to get there like nighttime or something? When would we arrive?
Yeah, we could. Let's see.
We haven't rested yet either. We should
That's
probably.
that's sort of what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
We just got to the end. That was like a 2-hour walk from where we were. But he's packing up. He's about to leave. So I kind of want to accompany him on his journey.
I bet we can convince him to wait.
No, we don't. We might not need to. Is the thing is, what I'm getting at.
Well,
Can we
I'm
sleep in
planning
his
on
cart?
leaving now, and then Qatar says, "Oh, please, can I go with you? I can't wait to see my brother again."
Well, I guess we could let them go ahead and then just post up for a little while, just to at least recover.
You're welcome to use my inn for another night, as long as you don't trash the place.
So is it like nighttime now? Or is it the middle of the day? That's that's what I'm curious of.
Let's
Because
see.
we
You
probably
guys
don't want to travel at night, I imagine.
You left like right in the morning to go to the temple,
Okay.
and it probably only took you like half the day to do all that stuff. So it's like midday. You'd have to.
We'd have to leave now to get there by dark. So
If
we
you
either
le-
stay the
if
night,
you
we go tomorrow morning, or we go with them now.
if you leave
Those
now,
are
you'd
options.
probably have to overnight in the wilderness.
All right, then let's just stay here and leave at the crack of dawn, because this seems like the safest place.
If he thinks him and the woman will be able to get there safely without us.
I mean,
Well, we're planning on taking the high road. It's a little bit kind of out of the way, but it's one of the few places where we still see patrols every once in a while.
yeah,
so
that's gonna
hopefully
say. I
we'll be
feel
safe.
this old man doesn't seem like he wants to go anywhere that would put him in harm's way. So I feel like I can trust him to get the girl there, and then we could probably meet up with them in the morning. Pretty much Morty will say that.
Corian likes Morty's plan.
So the innkeeper says, I'm very much in your debt. Here's the 50 gold, I believe, is what he promised
he
you.
gave us 30, and then I think he owed us like another 20. So I think it's something along those lines.
Oh, I think the 30 was the extortion for the
Oh,
fire. I think he promised you 50 at the get-go for
Okay.
for just generally helping. So he gives you another 50. So we can just mark it for now.
yeah.
We hand it to Ghost Horvath.
Yeah. And then he
Hold on, do we know how much is who is someone keeping track of this right now of the gold? Is
we'll
he
straighten it out,
keeping
'cause
track of it?
We'll straighten it out. I have a good idea what it is, because we got a decent amount last time from finding the dope loot.
Yeah.
So and
Yeah,
I think
there
you messaged us like all the shit we got anyway. So I'll just calculate that into whatever we have.
There was 300 gold in the loot. So
Yeah.
and I think Horvath wrote down everything else that you've gotten so far. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
if
Okay.
you just tell him to add 350 whenever he gets here, should be good.
Yeah. There you go.
And then he gives you one more thing, and he says, "This is the key to the tavern. If you lock up on your way out, if you ever need to stop by here at any point and I'm not here, you feel free to use it. I'm hoping that these lands will be safer soon and I'll be able to reopen. But for now, I think it's better that I spend time with other folk. Safety in numbers and all that."
And he said he's heading to the town where we plan on going to anyway.
Yeah, perhaps I'll see you there.
Yes.
Yeah. Morty will say, "Look out for us. Maybe the tavern at the town hall. We'll be in the area probably tomorrow. We'll leave in the morning.
All right.
And Miss, I hope you make it there safe and find your brother."
Oh, me too.
That's a good girl. Behave.
All right, guys. Let's go
Stop
inside.
talking to her.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you guys rest for the evening.
Yeah, Drakara walks inside the inn and takes
we-
and goes up to a bed and takes a rest.
Yeah, we'll switch off like taking shifts or whatever, just to be safe.
All right. Anything special other than just watching?
I want to stare at my new gloves if I haven't been doing that all week and make sure they're attuned and ready to go.
There you go.
I think the whole party does that.
Yeah,
during their shift.
anybody that needs to attune, you can spend some time tonight. Because it's kind of early evening now, so you can spend some time attuning before the long rest.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yes.
And while we're hanging out, I want to pull out my talisman I found and go over to Quarian and ask Quarian if he recognizes any of this holy symbol talisman that I have.
Sure. Quarian, roll. I'll give you 3 options.
What talisman are you looking at?
I have Arcana and History are my good ones.
All right.
You don't have religion? I thought you had religion.
None of us have religion. Mine's
But
bad.
I'm like the
Blame you guys.
researcher, so if I don't know what it is, I know where to go to find out about it.
Yeah.
Right.
According to my.
You're still the right person I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
I think.
don't ask-
So I was gonna say either history, nature, or religion. So if history is your best one, you can roll that.
I have all
18.
bad things there.
18. All right. So you recognize the
Fancy
symbol as the symbol of Talos, which is another god. the odd thing about it is that, as far as you are aware, not many people worship Talos.
What is this? This is the amulet that Drakaro had.
This is the amulet that the half orc had hidden on its person.
Okay.
Yeah, the Drakaro rummaged through and found.
Okay.
And
It
so
was Talos.
Talos, yeah. So
Talos.
Talos
God of
is
storms.
kind of a fringe god in the sense that nobody necessarily worships him or her. I'm not really sure.
Sounds like a him.
Being more of a god of like chaos and destruction.
Hmm.
It kind of more like a force of nature than an actual god.
Interesting.
You find it
And-
odd that anyone would
And that's-
have a symbol like
And
this on their person.
the thing was, that's different from the emblem they had, like their patch.
It is different than what the orcs
Yes,
and
'cause
the goblins were wearing.
Because I also have that patch in my backpack.
Yeah.
Just collecting holy symbols left and right.
Yeah. Hmm.
So now we
All
know
right.
it's a amulet of Talos.
Interesting.
Thanks, Quarian.
Seems
No
like these
problem,
orcs
Carl.
are
Seems
involved
odd.
with a few different dark gods, not just one.
That half orc was. I have found it on that half orc in there.
Well, at least we got a good one, and not one of those fuckers. And he just points at Horvath and laughs.
All right. Well,
All right. Anything else?
we'll
anybody
revisit
wants
this
to
later.
do? Yeah.
What else? What's our plan, Morty? What are we gonna do in the morning? We're gonna go to town. We're gonna
Yeah, we.
want to go. Is our plan to go get a job, or is our plan to go shopping first?
Well, we can split up when we get to town. Have some people go pick up provisions. Have another set of look around, talk to the Lord, and see what kind of mercenary work he has to offer.
I think we should all be together, considering we're traveling with the fucking giant
Yeah.
dragon. And just our whole crew in general. If we're separated, we run
Yeah.
into trouble. It could be bad. We need to be together.
We can use the buddy
besides-
system.
Besides,
Ducks
yeah,
fly
that's true.
together.
But I'm
Ducks
saying,
fly
besides the
together.
rogue, he can obviously just go fuck off now that he's got his special boots.
Okay.
He'll be more than pretty much safe.
Did I answer your question? I know you guys were asking the tavern keeper about other races. Did I answer that or not really?
You said that sometimes
races.
like a dwarf comes through.
Yeah, he said
Oh,
dwarves
yeah.
pass through.
Well,
Races.
I got sidetracked. So, as far as Dragonborn, they're not too many in these parts, but people are aware of their existence and.
Yeah, they're new, right? Like they're like a fairly new race to the land. That's what I mean. Like they're rare,
Yeah.
is from what
They-
I understand.
They are
But it's-
rare, yeah.
I suspect
They
wherever
turn
we go,
heads.
we're gonna have to defuse the situation. That's just what I envision.
Yeah.
Well, I have my charm person spell now ready
Oh.
to go after our
Don't
rest,
be
so,
casting spells if there's like a crowd of people. That's bad because people know when you're casting spells.
Well,
Like that's gonna make our situation worse if you're mind controlling people, dude.
Yeah, I wear a cloak, like a hunter's cloak with a hood all the time, a lot to half disguise as best I can my gigantic dragon body.
Do you have a
That's right,
tail?
just tail.
A disguise
Yeah,
kit.
just hope
you
no
can
one
just-
notices the giant fucking tail.
Fucking talons and shit.
All right, I say we rest up, boys, and hit the road and head to town. Try to get a job, try to buy some loot with our money we got, and check out what we can do there.
Yep, and of course. Talk to that lord before we leave.
And the rest
Yeah.
of the group's half.
Garen.
We have a half orc and then 2 half elves, right?
Oh no, not Garen.
I'm a full elf.
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
full
Yeah,
elf.
Nacho's
Full elf,
half
okay.
elf.
Not a dirty half elf.
Full elves are rare, but people aren't necessarily. They might be like a little bit hesitant to talk to you, but not necessarily surprised that you exist.
Yeah.
Unlike a dragonborn.
Probably me, the elf, and the half elf are less putting off than everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. There's plenty of dwarves coming through here, half elves essentially, other than like slightly pointy ears, can usually pass off as either way, depending on how they decide to present themselves.
Yeah, our group stands out no matter where we go, so we got to stick together.
But luckily though,
We're
the
just
half orc is a smooth talker somehow. So like, that's a good at least.
Yeah, we need his intimidation for when we're in town.
Well, that's he's a smooth talker, but he can also like intimidate. So it's cool. He's got like double sided blade there.
And for the most part, you guys know, other than like orcs, but there are even like barbarian tribes in the area that are not peaceful either. But pretty much every race is accepted. Whether or not you'll get weird looks, there's no like ban on being a dragonborn or anything like that. So
yeah.
All right. Anything else before we fast forward a little bit?
I'm good.
I
had a quick question. And
Morty's just curious about his newly acquired amulet because it's not the same symbol he's used to, and he's gonna look through his texts to see if there's anything.
Wasn't the amulet broken too? Didn't it have like a giant crack in it?
Well, it's just not in the best shape because it's so old. That's it. As far as I'm
Yeah, it's just kind of scuffed and beat up and things like that. It's also like not fancy in any way.
But I can sense its power though, right?
Yeah, but most like nowadays, most clerics and priests and things like that are wearing more ornate things.
Yeah, shiny, fancy stuff.
Exactly, and this is like
well
very basic and
that
like,
suits Morty though. I don't picture him as being someone to be flashy, so that suits him.
There you go. So you like it even more.
Exactly.
But
he's just curious because of how old it seems, and if there's anything in his text that he can find that calls back to this symbol at all, or if like everything he has is just of like new age, like I don't know,
yeah,
like the newer version.
You recognized it from your learnings as something you've come across at some point.
I was just trying to see if there's anything deeper I could learn is all.
Yeah, you can roll a religion roll.
Okay.
Yeah. As far as stuff that you have on you and just your memory, you can't really come up with anything in particular about it, other than it's an older version of the symbol that for your god.
Gotcha. Well, Morty will look at the amulet and toss about it for a minute and then fall asleep.
And I'll spend time before next session figuring out if there is anything about it.
All good.
So stop rolling. Let's see. All right, so 3 watch shifts through the night.
Also, Morty, this is our chance to switch up our spells if we need to.
I can do that on the fly. I think I'm good with mine. Let me just double check.
I feel like having Firebolt and Produce Flame is a little redundant.
For yourself?
Yeah.
You want to keep the one that's a cantrip, whatever that one is.
They're both cantrips.
Oh, yeah, then keep the stronger one. That has range.
You can't swap out cantrips.
Oh, you can't?
No. Which is kind of weird, but cantrips are permanent.
Oh, okay.
You'll learn more later as you level up. You'll be able to like add some, but you can't swap them out. You can only swap out stuff.
I didn't know that. Well, I'm glad I picked the ones I did because I was like very on on edge about some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'll take the second shift.
I'll probably learn Spare the Dying or one of these other two, Toll the Dead or Word of Radiance. Yeah, Toll the Dead I think is the one that's better. I'll learn one of those next.
Yeah, Toll the Dead's probably your best damage cantrip for a cleric.
Yeah.
Is Nacho here?
Yeah.
He's here.
Still,
I just hadn't seen it. I hadn't seen it light up in a while, and he hadn't said
Yeah.
anything. So just making sure. All right. So who's taking watches? We need 3.
I think as an elf, I only need 4 hours for rest, right? Is that
You need 4 hours of trance-like sleep, but you still need 8 hours to get the benefits of a full rest.
okay?
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're only like unconscious for 4 hours. But
I'm
then
gonna take the I'm gonna take the third shift because I'm gonna wanna be up and before we head out. So I'll take the third one.
I can take the first one.
I'll do second.
Right. Well, I
Okay.
guess Morty's
He's gonna be too
sleeping
drunk.
through the whole night.
he's just getting drunk and passing out again.
Morty's drinking
So-
too much, and we let him
can I-
sleep.
That leads to another question. Well, can I actually do anything with my brewing ability or whatever? The brewing supply proficiency? Like, do I just like make ale or something with it?
Yeah. Do you have a brewer's kit?
I don't think I have one. I think I just have the proficiency in it.
Okay.
I could probably buy one, I
So-
imagine, at town if I needed it or whatever it does.
you can purchase the stuff. Same goes for Nacho with the disguise kit, forgery kit. Do you have those, or do you just have proficiency?
Well, I have them in my equipment, but was I supposed to wait until I can buy them, or because when I created the
No,
character, I
no.
just like
No,
put
you
them in
can. No, you got them.
my-
I
Okay.
have
think it
a thieves.
Depends.
I have a thieves toolkit that has like cool shit. I have a mirror and a stick. It says.
Yeah,
Pull
for
it
looking
around
up
the corner.
skirts.
You picked rogue supplies for some reason, even though Lynch probably has all that stuff too. Or maybe not. I don't know.
I have
Anyway,
disguise kit,
so yeah, I
forgery
think he
kit, and
has them.
thieves tools.
Well, I think the charlatans
Okay, so you do have 'em.
probably gave him the thieves.
He's got
kit.
'em.
Yeah.
Well, we
Some-
got 2
some-
sets, whatever.
Yeah, some things you can start with just depending on the class and the background and things like that, and then other things you don't necessarily start with.
Okay. I was just curious what I gained from that. It's like, is it just for like RP, or is it like actually beneficial somehow? Because my
Mostly
character's gonna like to
RP.
drink anyway, so it'll be cool if I could just like, we're out in the like camping and just be like, oh, I'm gonna make a brew or something. I don't know. Or if
Yeah.
I'm just constantly doing it and have a supply. Is that the idea?
Yeah, it's mostly for roleplay, I think.
Okay. Well,
that one's-
that's perfect. That's kind of what I wanted anyway.
Yeah, that one's a little bit harder to work into like a mechanical function, but I don't know if
That's
you want to
fine.
like start selling your beer or something. You could do that and make money off of it.
We
Maybe
go.
that's what I'll say. I just have like a family brew that I know how to make.
That makes sense. Being
Yeah,
a
that'll
dwarf.
work.
Gibson ale.
It can be
I'll
our
just-
cover story when we roll into town, and it's like, "What are you guys doing?" It's like, "Oh, we're just here to sell our beer." Just
I'm an
gonna find
ale
a beer."
salesman. Yeah, my family recipe. There you go. We'll just buy it at the next town. There it is.
Okay, so who is first watch?
Quarian.
All right, roll me a d12. See those fancy dice.
Awesome sound effects and everything. Got an 8.
Okay.
8. All right. So as the evening rolls in, it's a little bit of a humid evening, and there's a little bit of a mist around. But time passes, and you do not notice any disturbances. How about our second?
That's Nacho. Do I roll a d12?
Oh yeah, sorry, d12. My bad.
Let's see it, bud. Show
Big
us
money.
what you got.
Oh.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Well,
Yep. So same thing. Very quiet. The night starts to cool off, and the mist settles, so you have a little bit better vision, but you don't notice anything.
I bet it's a D3 for bad stuff to happen.
Dracaro.
So he's gonna be on Dracaro's watch. Another 5. There we go. Yep. So you guys make it through the night without anything happening.
Good. I'm
Congratulations.
glad because Ben's not here.
Yeah.
I would have wanted something bad to
Yeah.
happen.
we
if
need
Ben
somebody
was
to stand in the doorway.
here. Well, now that he's got that shield, he's the perfect man for the job.
True.
Hmm.
Let's see. So morning comes. given the description from the tavern keeper, your options for travel today would be to follow the roads. Take a little bit longer, so you'll probably get there like at the end of the day. But from what he says, probably safer, just because there are some patrols on the high road. But that's only going to be half the journey, so there's still some chances there. And then the other option would be to just follow his direction, pretty much southeast, just dead shot across the plains, and hope you don't run into anything.
So on that map you gave us,
Go
it's
right across the plains.
like those two markers. That's where we'd be going. Or no, okay, never mind. No, I see. That's the temple and the place we came from.
Yep.
Okay. And there's so one is like is a straight shot but probably higher risk. The other one would take us a little bit longer, but it's more safe. Is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, so you'd get there like midday if you took the straight shot. Otherwise, you get there like at the end of the day.
What do you guys think?
I vote straight shot.
Straight shot. I ain't scared of anything in the.
Is
on the way.
anybody? Do we at least have someone with like a high survival proficiency that can
Yeah.
navigate? Okay.
I do.
Yeah.
I have a +4 in survival.
Yeah, I'm down to lead the way.
I have a +4 in survival.
All right.
Yeah, we have a ranger.
All right, we want to take the. We want to
Yeah.
get to town.
And a
Get there
druid.
faster. All right.
We have a druid. You're not a wood elf, are you? Or are you high elf? So you don't like woods, but you're still a druid.
Yeah.
Is it woods? What is the terrain on this direct route?
So
Well, it's not a path. He said basically.
yeah,
Is
so
it like woods?
it's
Is it,
mostly open. So the directions that he gave you was actually to follow the edge of the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going southeast, like I said, for about 10 miles, and then just continuing south. Departing from the edge of the forest and just continuing across the plains for another 15 miles or so.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever the party is like. The
Straight
majority.
shot because I want to get to town and I want to go shopping and I want to go talk to
All that still happens.
the
is just,
Harbin
it's-
Wester.
All that still happens is just one is higher chance of bad stuff happening. That's the only difference.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
And then I'm fudging the numbers a little bit because if you guys do the math out, I just said that was like 25 miles, and it obviously isn't a half-day travel, but unless you're like a marathon runner or something. But later in the campaign, when I open it up a little bit more, we'll do more like travel exploration sort of stuff.
Especially if all the party members are here.
Yeah, right?
Well, hopefully, I'm hoping he's going to join soon. So
Yeah.
let's just keep going.
Hopefully.
No biggie.
So it's gonna take you about half a day, like I said. So I'm gonna have you guys roll for 2 random encounters. So
Okay. So all our stuff is refreshed. I gotta give myself some healing.
Yep, you guys are all refreshed, full hit points, full spell slots. Any abilities should be back to full.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to make it easy, I have that scroll on me.
Yep. Brings up an interesting point on scrolls. I'll be a little bit lax on that too, since you don't really have a ton of spellcasters, but usually scrolls are like only a wizard can do a wizard spell sort of thing. But I like to play it that anybody who can cast a spell can cast a scroll. But if it's not your class, you're gonna have to roll an Arcana check.
Spiritual weapon, because it's a cleric thing. I can just do it, no problem.
Exactly, but if somebody else in the party wanted to cast it, they'd have to roll an Arcana check.
Okay. So I guess me or Quarion, but this for us right now at this point, this is just like a boss. If we come across a boss, then I'll use it. But like regular fights, we probably won't even really need it.
Right. And then also, Ranger is a spellcaster and Paladin's a spellcaster too. So The majority
Uh,
of the party.
Damn right.
Uh,
Dracaro, baby.
But I don't think they have spells until level 2.
Probably not, because
Yeah.
they're third casters or whatever. They're partial casters.
Morty, is that scroll? Is that a ritual spell?
No. It's you mean like one that takes time to cast?
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure it's instantaneous.
One of the feats I'm looking at for my character lets me like collect ritual spells.
No, well, it's not one, so you're good.
Good. I don't want it anyways.
You mean like if you read like a text about one? Is that how it works?
Well, the feat I was looking at, it said
Wait, you have feats? I don't have any. I didn't give
well,
myself
no,
any.
it's one that I was like, it's in the book that I was reading about feats. It was
Level
one that,
4.
Okay.
one that I
So that-
definitely wanted to pick up.
That's how it works until once we hit level 4.
Level 4, you can choose to increase a stat or take a feat.
Ooh.
So you can
Got
add
a couple feats I'm looking at.
you can add 2 points to however you want, right? You can do 1 and 1, or you can do 2 in 1 ability score.
Yeah.
Or you can pick up a feat, and some feats will give you 1 point and a benefit, and other feats
Yeah.
are like just feats. So.
I got some pretty lousy stats, so I might have to do that instead of a feat, even though feats are really good. Like I saw some really good ones.
Yeah, I'll set it up soon so that everybody will have access to the player handbook. So when level up time comes, but it shouldn't matter until level 3 as far as accessing that information for everyone. So
Most of us have it anyway. We have it available.
on D&D Beyond, or just
At least me and Penguin and Nacho do, I think.
oh, okay. Well then, yeah, that's most of the party.
I think
I got it. I have it anyway, so I'll be able to open it up to you guys soon. So.
But he doesn't have it on D&D Beyond, so he won't be able to just like add it straight to his character sheet like we can. Yeah.
Yep. But I think it'll also be helpful because I have this module as well. So like as far as like items from this module, I'll be able to give them to you as well once I open it up. So.
Look, what do you mean? Like you click a button and we get an item?
That's cool.
No, you guys would have to physically add it like you added these.
No, he's saying like the actual items that are in the world, we're gonna find potentially.
Okay. Okay.
Right. Like you'll just literally just press add. You won't have
and
to.
some
edit
of
or
them you probably already have access to because some of them are like basic items that like you could find. Like a lot of the stuff from the Dungeon Master's Guide is available to you guys already.
Okay.
But some of them are like from other books or particular to this book, and so if I have it open, then you guys should be able to just search it and find it and add it without having to like make stuff up. So
yeah, that's one thing it seems like it's kind of a bummer is like there's like all this different stuff out there, but there's like a paywall if you want to do it right on
it's so
the website.
Annoying. Yeah. And I was looking into Roll20, and it's the same thing. It's like, all right, well, you want to buy the player's handbook on Roll20 too for another $30, and it's like I already own it 2 different ways.
Yeah.
That's
silly.
We'll figure it out. I think I just have to find people throwing free stuff out there and take it from them and piece it together. But,
nice.
All right. So, anything you guys want to do while you're traveling? You want somebody? I guess we should do the classic marching order. Who's leading the way? Who's scouting? Who's doing what as you guys travel?
Dracaro is coming up the rear with his bow out. Always checking behind him. Us.
I think Morty, Horvath, and like Quarion are pretty much like in a triangle formation, and then we might send Nacho ahead like in stealth mode, while Dracaro's like watching the rear, but not like too far away. Just like I figure that's pretty much like our formation.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I like that formation.
You want Nacho to
triangle
lead
formation.
You want Nacho to lead?
Well, you're in stealth.
No.
You're in stealth, so you can't be.
You can only stealth for 10 minutes.
Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah.
He's got his magic shoes.
Nacho.
We're outdoors,
Nacho,
like through rough terrain, right? Like we're not.
Nacho travels right in front of Dracaro, but he
Alright.
runs up ahead like every whatever to go like check it out, and then he comes back and is protected by us pretty much, unless he wants to go ahead and
Like if
scout.
there's like a random like turn or something, he just like wanders off real quick and then checks it out, like scopes ahead. Okay.
So you guys are kind of traveling through, like I said, you're traveling along the edge of a forest. It's mostly kind of like gentle rolling hills in front of you.
Well, let's keep our distance from the edge of the woods a little bit, just in case.
Okay.
And to the south,
Drakaro,
you see. I was just
Drakaro
gonna say, you see a
constantly
range of
has his bow pointed into the woods looking for deer every now and then, naturally. Instinctually.
Okay.
Always
Um,
hunting.
All right. So, if that's the case, then so I guess who's like navigating the group then?
What skill would it be for? Would it be perception or nature?
Survival.
Survival or nature? I guess I'll give you nature. If that,
I have survival if that works.
And I have nature.
I have a
You
plus
both
4.
are up there.
Perception.
Someone pick. Who moves ahead?
I have a plus 4 in nature, and a plus 6 in perception. Or I'm sorry, plus 4 in survival and plus 4 in perception, or plus 6 in perception.
I'll scout because I have +4 and I think whatever this little black dot proficiency in nature.
Sure.
So I'll be the eyes of the group. Keep my head on a swivel.
Okay, so our 2 people
So
keeping an eye out are going to be Drakaro in the back, Quarian in the front, and then we have Morty scouting. If he sees anything, he's going to send Nacho up to check it out.
Yes.
Right? And
Sounds
Horvath
exactly.
is lumbering in the middle of the group, not saying anything.
Checks out.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, if that is the case, I will need a D12 from our 2 perception people. So Quarion and
Drakaro in the rear.
Drakara. And I'll need a
Perception check.
nature or survival from Morty.
So do I do a custom roll D12 or do I hit the perception button?
You hit the perception one. Yep. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you said a D12. Sorry.
Ooh, good thing I have the good thing. I got an 11. I rolled pretty crappy.
Me too.
Oh, you know what? I did say a D12. Sorry. Can you get
is that what you wanted?
The 2 perception people? I want D12s from.
So mine's good then.
Yeah.
And then Morty gave me
I got a 9.
Survival.
survival. What was it, Morty? 'Cause it's
15.
doing that annoying thing roll. Let me scroll back. 15.
Mhm.
All right. So Morty is able to keep you guys on path. And we have an 8 and a 9. So Quarion, give me a D100.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
What's coming here?
Ouch. 27.
Ooh. Low is never good.
Cue the
in
music.
No,
D100.
I think
Most of the time.
D100 are usually. I don't think it's a percentage. I think it's what's it gonna be?
But I'm just saying low is typically not good for a D100.
Oh, okay.
But you're less, you're not in a 10, like 1 through 10, which would be very bad.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the table you're using, I guess.
Yeah. From what I've seen, it seems like low is bad for D100.
Yeah,
Most of the
I mean,
Low seems generally bad for
that's
like,
where we
whatever
get into
roll.
statistics and why it doesn't make sense to do a D100 if you're going to do that. But they're all equally likely to happen, right?
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
unless you roll like 3d6 and make a bell curve, you're not like statistically making things more likely or less likely. All right, so as you guys are traveling along the woods, Quarion, you see, and just as you're reaching kind of the end of the forest, you see up in the tree something moving very quietly. You just see kind of a flash of fur and some branches move slightly.
I should have switched over to that animal taming spell. Damn it.
That's what I was wondering. Are you going to try to kill it or are you going to try to catch it?
Now I'm thinking it might make sense to just try to kill it.
We have an archer.
Yeah.
I cast Firebolt at the base of the tree.
That's your cantrip though, right?
Yep.
Nice. Oh,
You're
you know
gonna
what we
base
set
should
of
the
have
the tree?
forest. You're gonna
At the
set a
base of the
forest
tree.
on fire.
It's not my forest.
Like,
That's not my forest.
Before, hey,
Not my forest, not my problem. That's what I say.
you should cast some good berries before we get to town too.
Can you roll? Can you roll the attack?
So I got 11 for hit, or an 18 for hit,
All right, that'll hit you.
and a 2 for damage.
I don't think his damage matters. It's a tree.
I was just trying to compare it.
You'd have to do a lot more damage to knock the tree over. So your firebolt hits the tree. Thankfully, it's a very healthy tree. The bark singes a little bit, in about like a basketball-size circle of ash forms.
Morty had very little respect for the elf, and now he has even less.
You hear a screech, kind of a screeching growl from the tree as you see the branches move, and you see what looks like a mountain lion jump from that tree to another.
Oh, holy fuck!
Drakaro readies his bow and aims at the sound that he hears.
Corian calls out, "There's a mountain lion
But he
in that
can't-
tree over there, boys."
Well, with that, let me see what I got here. I guess
Aim
I guess
handles
I'm
skill. You
I'm
can
gonna
have a
try to
pet
scare it
lion.
away with thaumaturgy.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna make a loud noise, very loud noise.
All right, roll.
Like intimidating him.
Just a loud noise. Try
Yeah,
to
if
make it
only
run
we
away.
had like a giant
if it's-
dragon
well-
party member that could roar or something to scare him away.
Well, it seems
That'd
like
be
it's
really convenient.
it seems like it's running, so I want to make it keep running. Is all.
Roll a. I guess roll an intimidation. Well, okay, roll a nature check for me first.
It's not gonna be good.
Okay.
That was real bad.
All right, so you try to think of a noise that you think would scare it, but you don't do a very good job. What is a noise that you would make? A loud noise that you would make?
I mean,
That's
I guess I don't
probably
really
not
know about explosions typically. What would a dwarf know about? I would probably say like the sound of a hammer hitting an anvil, but really loud.
Okay. And then roll an intimidation check.
Oh, so this is bad. Very bad.
Oh
This is zero.
no.
The panther, or the not
It's
panther.
attracted by the noise. Fuck.
Yeah, it's enraged.
No.
You see it pause for a second, but it still has its eyes locked on you guys.
I turn to Drakaro and say, "Take off your cloak and look really scary."
No. I have my bow drawn. and
Surprise attack.
I'm gonna take a step forward towards it, like to make myself like in front of, put myself between it and the group with my bow drawn at it, but not shoot at it. I want to just get closer to it a little bit, and I want to know how it reacts to that.
We're not gonna go pet the kitty, Drakaro.
And I'll take it out if I have to, but I'm gonna put myself in between it and just kind of roar a little bit like a dragon roar.
All right. Are you hoping to intimidate it?
I think I did it more. Yeah. I did it more of like, here's your chance to get away, or else you're gonna get the dragon. So yeah, I guess it was an intimidation.
So let's do this, since you're a ranger and you know nature well.
Yeah, and animal handling, wisdom checks.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make it an intimidation check, but I'm gonna make it based on wisdom.
Okay.
So do you have
How
any
do I do that?
intimidation?
I have no. I have a -1 on intimidation, but wisdom
Okay,
I have positives.
So then just roll a straight wisdom. You're not going to get any bonus towards the intimidation part, but because
Okay,
you
so
know
just
nature
wisdom.
well, you're going to have
Yeah.
a slight advantage. Wow, D&D Beyond is hating on you guys tonight. It's like the fifth
Yeah.
too.
Let's just kill it.
I'm gonna.
That's
All
what I was
right, yeah,
waiting for.
he seems not intimidated. I guess everybody roll for initiative for me.
Yeah.
I really wanted it to be scared away, but
Oh, we're gonna have to fight it. Oh,
have
my
to add
shit
it.
sucks.
Oh, where's mine?
oh, and I just
Initiative.
closed the page because I'm an idiot.
I
Now
got.
the cat's gonna roll a nat 20.
I got 16.
Well, you're going
guess
first.
Yeah, 8, 16. What did Quarian get? I need to get this
4.
bigger. This is
You got a
really annoying.
4.
4.
Damn it, where the
Okay.
hell's Ben? About to kill his cat.
Without him. 2. You got a 9. All right, Dracaro's going first.
Yeah, I let the arrow fly.
All right, roll for attack.
Oh, remember you have the special gloves.
Oh,
that
it's
make it even
on.
better.
I got 23
in
to
there.
hit,
It's
Yeah,
on.
it's
He gets
in
a
there.
+6. That's pretty good
Yeah.
for level 1.
and
That's
I got
insane for
6
level 1.
damage.
6 damage. All right, so you able to hit it with an arrow. It is still standing and it is advancing. It is his turn
Yep.
actually, so it's gonna charge, and charge towards Dracaro and
Yep.
attack. 17 plus
That'll-
4.
That'll
21.
hit.
All right. So roll a strength saving throw.
Yes, sir. Oh, come on. Sorry. There we go.
You're good at strength.
Yeah,
11.
not
You
that good.
you failed.
Oh, no.
So you're knocked
It's
prone
okay.
as the panther or the bobcat leaps onto your chest and knocks you down and swipes you with its claws. And it's gonna roll for damage.
Wait, is it a bobcat or a mountain lion?
Mountain lion, bobcat. It's a mountain lion.
Murder kitty.
Mountain lion.
Which one's bigger?
Mountain lion.
It's a
Oh,
mountain
yeah.
lion.
Big
Bobcat
time.
Jakar could have just fucking punted, kicked it right.
Yeah, I
back
would have.
towards-
I would have
That's true.
football punted it.
It could still like maim you and make you bleed out.
4 damage.
All right.
Damn.
Oh, and if the target is prone, it can make a bonus action attack for a
Oh,
bite.
you're fucked, Jakar.
Ah!
That's right. It rolled a 2.
Okay.
The dice gods are rolling 2s tonight, I guess. So it swipes at you and then it tries to bite you, but you're able to kind of get your arm up in the way before it can clamp down. Who is next? Were there like 2 8s?
Yeah, 2 8s.
Not on Morty.
Yeah. So you guys decide who goes first.
Help me, Morty.
Roll a D2.
What?
I'll be the D. I'll roll a D2. I'll roll a D2, and I'm gonna be. Or is it not a D2? Okay. I'll do a D4, and
It's called a quarter.
I
It's a
call
coin.
evens. I call evens.
All right.
All right, you go first.
Okay. So I assume because now Dracaro is prone, he's not engaged in combat with the big cat anymore?
Technically, he is.
Yeah, so can I do sneak attack then?
You can.
Okay, yeah, I'll do sneak attack with my crossbow.
All right. Roll your attack.
There we go.
Okay.
That'll hit.
Get the good rolls when they matter.
It's probably gonna kill it.
Oh,
even
yeah, it's
without
gone.
a
Oh,
sneak
wow.
attack.
It's dead as fuck.
Eh? Eh?
Yeah, that would have killed it by itself. Never mind.
Okay.
my
This
arrow
is
had
why you're
already
getting
took.
blessed. This is why you get blessed from now on.
All right,
It's another kill for Nacho.
Easy.
He's up to 4.
mark it.
Dracaro from the ground turns back and looks at at Nacho and says, "Whoa, nice shot, bro. Thank you."
No
Picks
problem.
himself up off the ground. That was
Nacho
close,
Just, like,
and
Nacho just like smirks and winks.
Yeah.
Jacaro dusts himself off and gets back up.
All
Let's
right.
keep going, boys.
Corian turns the Ghost Horvath and asks him to carry the body with us to town. I bet we can get a nice price for the pelt.
right.
Ooh.
He
Couldn't
picks
we
it
just
up.
skin it? We should just skin it here, right? Wouldn't that be faster or
Does
like
anyone-
less
Does anyone
inconvenient?
have like that skill?
Survival
Jacaro.
check.
Jacaro the Ranger definitely. does.
Morty will gladly skin the cougar.
Okay. Yeah, whoever wants to do it. I mean, you can have somebody help, so you could have advantage on the roll.
Okay,
wanna-
Have Jacaro help you.
sounds good. Not much better.
14. All right. Yeah, so you're able to skin
I'll
it
help ya.
relatively quickly, and the pelt is in pretty good shape.
Okay,
No major damage to it or anything like that.
can add that to my inventory.
Jacaro, one of those
Right.
fangs would make a great
Mountain
trophy. now.
lion pelt.
Yep. Let's see. How do I?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jakara, you want a
Customize
trophy?
it.
Yeah. Jacaro walks over and grabs a claw, like chops a little finger off. I just want the claw.
Just the finger. All
Yeah,
right.
just
Just like the nail.
pops
yeah.
one off. Yeah.
Cougar
I want one of the
pelt.
giant fangs.
Good condition.
No, that's way too much work. No,
That takes a long
I would take the
time.
whole skull if I did anything. Make a hat out of it, or like a shoulder, like a piece of like shoulder arm. You know what? Jacaro takes the skull, puts it in his backpack.
Just
The
like
head,
the whole head.
the whole head. Yeah,
All right, he takes
The
his hand
whole-
axe and just lops off the head
yeah,
after
whole
a couple hacks and just
bleeding
tosses it in
red
his
blood
back.
skull.
yeah.
Oh, good
I'm
thing you
gonna
guys
do
will
something with
be,
that later.
be in town soon. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go talk to some smiths.
All right. So that was kind of the edge of the forest. So now, since Morty did okay on his survival check, he kind of recognized the time as the right time to be kind of departing from the edge of the forest and heading towards town. Give me same marching orders as before.
Yeah, we return to formation.
Okay. So then we'll have the same two. Give me D12s, Jacaro and Quarian.
Another 2.
Another 2. Jacaro, roll a perception. Well, Jacaro, roll a D100 for me.
D100.
So you guys are traveling along. At this point, it's kind of just open, rolling hills. Mostly just kind of tall grass with scattered areas of, a couple small trees and some like small bushes and things like that. Roll a perception check for me, Jacaro.
Perception. 19.
Nice. As you guys are traveling, you kind of crest over a hill off to the right and a little bit behind you, so it seems the rest of the group passed it without noticing. You hear a couple of voices, and they sound familiar to you in the sense that you recently just dealt with this.
Yeah. Yeah, so Jacaro slowly slows his pace without saying anything, just slows down and tries to listen a little bit closer to confirm it's who he thinks it is, those familiar voices see if it's a older man and a younger woman, while the group continues to walk ahead just a little bit.
I'll describe it better.
Yeah.
Familiar voices and a language that you don't speak, but you have heard recently.
Oh shit.
People we just dealt with.
Okay.
But you could roll an investigation check if you want to get more information about what you hear.
Yeah, I wanna do that.
Yeah, that's
7.
not good. There are multiple voices, but you can't tell. I would say you can tell there's more than 2, but you can't tell much beyond that.
Yeah. All right. So now that I've confirmed that I at least hear some people, I do that like quiet yell, like, "Hey guys, hold up," and I try to get the group's attention. That should only be a little bit further up ahead.
Yep.
We all stop and turn to Jacaro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they all
And I just
hear
kind of say, "I hear
you.
something, guys. Come over here." And I wave them over and see if, and I say, I think I hear something. Do any of you hear that? And we kind of like motion for everyone to be quiet so we could listen again.
So now that you guys have all stopped and you're listening, you guys all hear the same thing. Multiple voices. Does somebody speak Goblin? Quarian?
Knew that would come in handy.
I think he does, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
Celestial, Common, Druidic, Elvish, Goblin, Sylvan.
Boom.
All right, so you recognize it as Goblin. If somebody else wants to roll a investigation check, is there anybody that's like
I have
proficient?
+3 and no proficiency. in
I
investigation.
have
Anyone else?
+2 investigation.
I have -2. Smile.
All right, Quarian, roll an investigation since you understand the language.
Oh, come on.
Well, you also have the best one of the group. So.
+3.
A 1, a
I rolled
natural
a
1.
1.
Get a refund on
Uh,
those dice.
Seriously, $10, poorly
Right,
spent.
those mythic dice suck.
All right, so you recognize it as Goblin. You are having trouble making out how many voices you hear, and from this distance, having trouble making out what they're saying in particular, other than they seem to be maybe like arguing with themselves.
All right. Can we in terms of the terrain, can we get are they like or down a hill type situation, like where we can creep closer quietly, like sneak up on them in any way?
Dude, we
As
have
far
an
as you can
invisible rogue. Let's just send him to investigate.
Yeah. As far as you
Yeah.
guys can tell, there's like a hill. The sounds are kind of coming from the other side of
Like
the hill.
down a hill.
Yeah.
So I turn to Nacho and I say, I can't make out what they're hearing, but it sounds like they're arguing. You should go investigate and see what's going on.
Yeah. Drakaro goes because he's just nosy. So he like crouch walks, to the edge of the hill to keep, as if to be sneaky, trying to be sneaky, but
The
get
giant
closer
guy.
and try to peek over.
So you're going with Nacho basically?
Yeah, I'm going.
He
Whoever
just
wants to come with me can. I just started walking towards the edge of the hill.
Morty will slap them both on the back and say, "Well, boys, I guess you might need a little bit of guidance, a little bit of help." And he's gonna give you both guidance on your rolls.
Is that concentration?
Yeah. Can I only do it to one person?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can. Well, I think
I'll
Quarian has it too.
I'll guidance the other one.
Okay.
Okay,
Both
yeah.
have it. So there you go.
All right. So you guys both have guidance. Roll your stealth checks, and if you want to use your boots, you can roll with advantage.
Use the dragon as a distraction.
You get a D4 on top anyway because of our guidance.
So I got 14 plus
D4.
3. So I got 17. Nice with the +4.
Okay. You guys make it up to the top of the hill and kind of peer over the top, and they don't seem to notice you. There are 6 goblins.
Whoa, jeez.
Standing over the corpse of a deer.
So
they seem to be
are
arguing
these
over
goblins
it.
like on our path, or are we going off our path to potentially fight these guys?
You guys had already kind of passed them, and you had to kind of go back and off your trail to find
so
them.
this is definitely
Nacho
choose
gives
our adventure.
Nacho gives Drakaro the no-go sign, and suggests, you know.
Drakaro fires 3 arrows.
Well, what is Drakaro's health looking like? Because he took some damage. That last fight.
I'm at 5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's a no-go.
Corian.
All right, so Drakaro,
We
nods agreeingly at at Nacho and heads back to the group, and we say, "There's 6 goblins down there. I think we should just keep going. Leave them alone. They don't know we're here.
Yeah. I've had my
Doesn't
fill of
look like they have
goblins.
anything.
I just need myself a nice bed, nice ale, and I think I'm good. Fuck these
All
goblins.
right, let's keep going. I want to get to town. Let's keep going."
Were they wearing the same emblem as the other goblins? Jakar and Nacho?
Roll perception checks.
Jakaro and Nacho? Because
Only the people that were that could see them.
Nacho has
yes,
no
we'll never
idea.
They were certainly wearing clothes.
They can't answer that question. They're not quite sure that they were even wearing clothes.
Nacho shrugs.
Yeah, Drakaro says it doesn't matter. They were just they looked like they just had a fresh kill. Let's just leave them alone. Let's keep going to town.
Alright, let's continue on. There
Morty-
will always
Morty
be
agrees.
more goblins.
All right.
Can any of you guys heal me real quick? Give me a couple good berries. Who's
Quarian
got
can make
good berries? Is that Horvath?
No, Quarian can make good berries.
Alright, so I cast Goodberry. Use another one of my goddamn spell slots.
You're
And
gonna
I
be in
give...
town soon.
Yeah, seriously.
want-
We're gonna be in town soon.
Toss me 4 of those bad boys.
So I cast Goodberry and I give Jakaro 4 of them.
Thanks, buddy. Delicious.
He eats all of them, I presume.
I eat all 4.
In one bite.
I pop them all. Yeah, I toss them all in my mouth in one toss, and swallow them without chewing.
As he's doing that, I turn to Morty and I say, "One of these days, we have to see if we can make a good, good berry wine. See how that comes out."
You know what? You elves aren't so bad after all. Morty nods.
It's a
And
lot of
then
good
he
berries.
looks at Nacho and says, "Hey you."
What?
And
Who,
then,
me?
and then he taps he'll tap Quarion and say, "Maybe you ought to give him a couple of those berries in case he gets in a little bit of a scuffle on his own once we get to town."
Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
So Corin agrees and gives Nacho half, so 3 of his remaining good berries.
Nacho thanks Quarian.
But as I do this, I say, "You better steal me something good then."
Sure, we can work something out.
Gonna come to
This
that.
this is agreeable. All right.
All right. Yep. So you guys avoid the 6 goblins and head to town. Eventually, you kind of find a footpath crossing your main path, and a little bit off to one side, you notice another one heading off of that trail towards the direction that you guys were headed. That one seems a little bit heavier traveled.
Is this is this on the map that you sent us, the crossroads?
Yep. Yeah. You hit.
Or should we not know that? Like, do we not have like a map in real life?
Well, you have a general idea, like you know
Like
where
that
the
this road,
forest is, you know the
Yeah.
different mountain ranges. This map is actually a map for you guys. It doesn't have all the locations on it. It only has like the main places that you guys
Right.
should
So
already know
so
about.
you would say this map to our characters is like common knowledge, like we know what's on this map and like in our
Yeah,
head, like we
and
At
from
the
know
very least,
roughly.
we know the difference between like east, west, and south.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'm just
from
saying
the
like if I'm gonna use it
descriptions,
as a reference. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. I just say
you are aware of the Tribor Trail just from the descriptions of the innkeeper,
Yeah.
and that was actually the trail that
Yeah.
Caterjord was traveling from the east to head towards Neverwinter. So you're aware of that trail. You know the high road for sure, and you know the main towns and the main peaks and things like that.
Yeah.
So as you
Alright,
guys hit that, you also see the foothills coming closer, and you know that you're headed in the right direction, and you can see the mountains behind them.
I think it's this way to town.
So are we on the high road right now?
No, you guys just hit. So you went straight across the plains from the inn. So you just hit the Tribor Trail, and then that little trail that runs down to Fendalen.
Okay.
Boys, let's continue south to the town.
Maury
Carl
agrees.
agrees.
Let's do
But
it.
he's also a
Walking.
little bit curious if anybody's been by here recently. So what
Yeah,
kind of role would that be?
Are you like on the trail?
Yeah,
You're,
I'm just
like,
curious if
checking
there's
on-
any signs of
checking the
life.
road.
And if we're at the crossroads, I want to look
Yeah,
up
that's
up
what I
the
mean. Just because
trail.
it's at the
Yeah.
crossroads.
Yeah, you can do
Yeah, like
perception.
look up the
Okay.
trail. See if we can see if we beat them to where the spot, or if
You
you
can do
think they haven't.
perception, or you can do survival, whichever one.
I
works better
did a
for you.
perception.
Sorry, I keep forgetting that. Keep forgetting to open that.
All good. I got
Your
15.
rolls. All right. So you notice as you reach the Tribor Trail that there's, the road seems much more well worn, headed towards the high road as opposed to headed towards the east. And we'll roll for it. You don't notice anybody on the trail in either direction. You don't notice anybody on the road headed down to Fendalen, but you do notice that seems like maybe it had been traveled somewhat recently. So those mists that came in a few nights ago, it was last night, left the trail a little bit muddy. So you see some recent tracks on the road.
Perhaps some donkey.
Drakaro looks to see if there's any wagon wheels. Is that what you meant by tracks? I want to know.
Yeah,
If Drakaro
That's
looks for
basically what
wagon
that
wheels.
means. I was looking
Yeah,
to
yeah,
see if
you-
anyone traveled recently. That's it. And he.
It was travel. Yeah, so there are wagon wheels. If you want to roll like a survival check.
I mean, I'm not too interested. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to know if
18.
anybody's been by here recently. But you hit it, so.
Yeah, survival check. So Drakaro, looking closer at the trails, hard to tell how many people, but it seems like more than one wagon has probably traveled this trail this morning, and because of that, it's hard to tell the number of people and the number of footprints.
Sure.
Morty's
Let's keep heading to town. Looks like people have
Yeah.
been here.
exactly. Morty's relieved. He's
Drakaro
not,
assumes that the wagon wheel tracks were from the innkeepers, and he says, "Let's head to town."
After the attack from the cat, he's just like glad that people are walking this road and not dead from the cat.
With
So he's happy.
with a survival of 18, I would also say that you spot one or two places where it seemed like carts were passing each other. So you feel like there was traffic in both directions recently. Okay, so you guys make it into town.
Yeah.
You guys have the map I sent you, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I'm looking at.
So you're not really
coming in
supposed to
from the top.
necessarily have all of that, but I figured it's just easier to kind of give you the locations of note ahead of time. But
Yeah.
we'll just say that the innkeeper, I mean, he told you about a couple of them already, but
Yeah.
he kind of told you a general overview of the town. So the Lion Shield Coster is an armory. It's run by a merchant guild from the east. So the weapons are shipped in from the east. And then, so there's not actually a blacksmith in the town, just an armorer. Barthen's Provisions is a general store. You can buy pretty much everything. The Stonehill Inn, self-explanatory. The Townmaster's Hall. It's where you'll probably find Harbin Wester, who is in charge of the rebuilding of this settlement. And then the Fandalen Miners Exchange is essentially kind of like a bank, just an appraiser of items and finds for the different settlers that are looking to mine the foothills in the area. So gemstones, gold, silver, platinum, that sort of stuff. And that is about it. I'm going to give you a couple bits of information, then I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
So basically, common knowledge in this area is that you guys already know about the fact that the used to be well settled, and then there was an orcish horde that destroyed everything. So Fandalen is actually a town being built on the ruins of a previous town. So as you enter the town, you see old walls that at this point just completely useless, but you can tell that they've been there for a long time and were much better built than the ones you see now. Couple places up on the hill on the right side of the map, you'll see kind of a rundown larger building. Hard to tell from this distance if it were like a keep or maybe a large church of some kind, but hard to say. But otherwise, you know that this is just a town that is being rebuilt. It's very much sort of a frontier settlement at this point. So farmers, hunters, loggers, and miners are all coming here to look to make a living. Mostly driven by the mining. People trying to, strike it rich. It's only been about 3 years since they first started resettling it. And so far, nothing in the ways of the mines, but the region is well known historically to have produced both gold and platinum. So people are very hopeful. And as you approach the town, you notice that there are a few wagons heading in the other direction. With that, I'm going to go to the bathroom. You guys can decide where you want to go first.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Wait, visit the provision shop first. See if we can stock
Yeah.
up on anything. I think we have what,
Yeah.
3 healing.
Yeah.
total?
So
I have 2 on me. And I know I
We need
gave one
rations.
health.
So we need to get rations and we need to get health potions.
Yeah. Priorities are provisions, getting a new quest, and then having a look around.
We can let's see how much it costs us to get rations and then health potions and
Yeah. So this
think-
miners exchange, that he said that's where the gems and the valuable stuff is.
we could
Yeah.
maybe random
Nachos
pennants.
eyes light up.
I mean,
Gems?
we can maybe sell those random pennants we got or whatever. Unless you guys are trying to keep them. Like I know
Yes.
Jacaro's probably trying to keep stuff for like his collection or whatever, but if we have stuff to sell, we could probably just dump it there or whatever.
So we go. You guys distract.
shield if
You
Gorvat's
guys
not playing,
distract. You guys distract. Oh yeah, we need our tank.
I wanna buy some scale mail
Scale mail?
up my my
Uh,
armor.
we'll have to see like what things
It's only
cost.
50
Expensive.
gold.
Yeah, much
It's only
that.
Oh,
50
that's
gold.
nothing. That's as much as
Yeah.
a health
Okay.
potion.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's
So I'm
starting
just saying,
equipment.
I want dibs on getting like 50. Yeah. What do we have? Like $100 each, 100 gold
He's-
each, roughly.
He's stressed that there's an armorer but not a weaponsmith basically. So because we're
Yeah.
already pretty OP. Like
That's what I mean.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna ask for this scale mail. It's gonna up my armor like a lot from leather, and I don't care about being stealthy really. I just realized I'm a dragon, so I don't care
Yeah.
about stealth disadvantage.
Yeah.
And I
just
want to
realized
put
I'm a
and I'm gonna
dragon.
put that cougar head on the shoulder, and so that's like part of my look. So I'm
You should
calling
wear it
dibs
on
on.
your. You should wear it on your hood.
Do you know what I mean? Like on the shoulder though, like it's like a shoulder plate, like hanging off the
No.
side.
The shoulder would look cool.
Yeah.
If you had two of them, but I
I
guess
know,
one could work.
but I'm saying one for now. We might get a bear later on. All right.
Dude, his dragon
sure.
is way too big for a cougar skull.
So you're just you're embracing the fact that you're gonna scare people. I like it.
Yeah. And so it's gonna up my armor, and it's gonna add to my like actual look in game, in my
Cool.
legacy. So yeah,
I dig
I
it.
want to go to the armory, and I'm gonna spend some money there. I don't
Hey.
care about potions and shit.
Well,
Like that, you guys can buy that. I'm just saying,
Chikara's
like,
all about Chikara.
yeah, you know what I mean?
A
Totally.
pauldron is the word you're looking for your shoulder armor.
so
Yeah.
amongst the group,
Is that what
That's
it's
like
called?
the
we
thing that's
probably
like
have
just this.
Yeah, hold on. I'm not looking at you.
we probably have like around 400 to like 500 gold amongst the group
It's like right
combined.
here.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Pauldron. Yeah.
Yeah, a pauldron. I'm writing that down.
Because we got 350 plus whatever we had before. 350
can-
plus. We had 380 since we started playing plus whatever we started with. I think.
If there's like a nice kind
What
of
did we start
leather
with? Like
armor,
50? Was it
I
like
feel all of
50
them could
each?
use some armor upgrades.
My character sheet said 60, but I think that might be off. I think I have less than that.
Yeah. Well,
60
and
Because like
to
there was
answer your
at one point I kept messing with my equipment and stuff, and I think it may have like I don't know if it added the gold more than once. That's why I was
Yeah.
confused because 60 sounded a bit off.
I think I said my guy was
to
poor.
add to your question, we all got to pick armor at the beginning, and I'm just saying I picked leather because I didn't want disadvantage at stealth. I wanted to be a little sneaky. But after thinking about it, I guess I don't care about being sneaky on this huge ass dragon. I'd rather have more armor.
Be
We
more
were
chunky.
telling you when you made your character, you can't make a stealthy dragon.
Well,
You
you're
wanted to be
right.
everything in
all
one.
those stealth
But now
checks
I'm
would be
having this
invalid now.
commissioned. I'm gonna have this commissioned with a cougar skull on the pauldron. Pauldron. Is it on the pauldron or is it a pauldron?
I would say since
How would
this
you-
isn't like a custom armorer, that it would probably more like they would attach it to an existing pauldron, as opposed to
Got
like making it.
No, but
for
I'm
you.
saying I guess that's what I'm saying. I'm more so asking like in the name. Is it like an item or is it a location? I guess that's what I meant.
Oh,
a pauldron.
I
The
think it's an
pauldron
item.
is the actual physical piece of armor
It's
that
the-
goes on your
right.
shoulder.
Yeah.
That's like the
Okay.
name
Yeah.
of that piece
Yeah.
of the armor.
Okay, that's what I was
Like
asking.
like a breastplate, but that's just a different name for a
Yeah.
different part, you know.
Exactly. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Or
Got it.
greaves that go on your.
Yeah.
Wrists, forearms.
No,
Yes.
greaves are on your legs.
greaves are
Greaves
legs,
are your
though.
shins. Yeah, greaves are
Oh.
your legs.
The bracers are your forearms.
Bracers, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You gotta play more RPGs, man.
Jeez. It's been a while since Skyrim.
Right. All right. So all I caught was that Drakara wants to go to the Coster, the Lion Shield Coster.
Well, I think.
Was there anybody
Yeah.
else?
Oh, I was just telling them that I was procuring funds from the group.
Oh yeah, you guys are,
So
are sorting that part
So
out.
when we
yeah.
go there, I call dibs on. I'm gonna upgrade my armor a little
You know what?
bit.
I'll go with you to do that because I want to see if he can tell me. Actually, no. You said you don't have anything, so I'm not gonna poke the bear about my necklace anymore. Oh wait.
Well, we're walking by the provision shop. Let's stop in there
Yeah.
and buy
Yeah.
shit there first.
You
And
guys go in there.
we'll
Drakaro
walk
stays
by the inn
outside.
and the shrine.
Wait, what?
What?
After we go to the provisions, we'll walk by the inn and there's a shrine of luck that we can check out, and then the Coster is after that.
But Would
Okay.
would we know it's a shrine of luck? We have to, you know.
All right, so let's go
Just
to the
because it says it
provision
on the
shop.
map doesn't mean we know that.
Yeah.
Right. But you'll see it as soon as you hit the.
Yeah. All right, you
Okay,
guys
so
go to
you
the
guys-
provision shop. Jacaro stays outside because he doesn't want to bump into anything and break glass in the potion shop. So he waits outside,
How thoughtful.
True. That's
and
yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna be right back. So you guys go inside.
Okay.
So inside the provision shop, it's kind of, it's a trading post, right? So they have pretty much everything, kind of equate it to like a old west town, right, where they just have a general store.
Yeah.
So pretty much everything here, other than, like I said, the armory would be, all armor and weapons would be at the other side of town. But so everything in the player's handbook that is kind of in the general equipment, you could
Mhm.
probably find here, with the exception of potions of healing.
Aww. Is there somewhere in town we can get those, or is that not a thing? We have to find out.
You have to find out.
I mean,
Okay.
we have 3 potions of healing.
Yeah, but it would have
I have
been
my
it would have
healing-
just
I have
been
my
easy to
good
get
berries
them
I
here.
can use it.
But we mostly came here for rations. Is what we came here for anyway. That's more what we're looking for.
For rations. Okay.
Yep.
So, as you enter, you see a lean, aging, and balding man behind the counter.
Okay.
And he says, "What can I help you with?"
And Morty will just step forward and say, "Well, we're here looking for a little bit of food for our travels. We're stopping by for the night and figured better prepare for the road. We don't know what's ahead of us."
We have food.
Great.
And he kind of points you towards an area where he has dried rations of various times. So fruit, meat, grains, things like that.
Cool. Well, who has them and who doesn't? Because I don't think I have much on me.
I started with 1 rations pack.
We-
Would
we-
I have used that by now though?
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would have used that.
So the innkeeper fed you the first night, but the second night, when you're in the inn by yourself, he had
Yeah.
taken everything with him, so you guys would have used the ration.
And
then.
you fed yours to the wolf too, as well.
A
Oh,
piece
yeah.
of my
So
rations,
you
just a
just
piece.
didn't have any.
And we might have got
like
some food from the cougar, but I mean, you probably eat the
then
least
we
out of
did.
everybody.
good
I have the
berries.
good berry too, which count
Oh yeah,
as
true. Yeah, that's true. You
yeah.
have good berries.
So whoever
Never
had
mind.
good berries didn't have to eat. So,
Yeah.
so for the most part, nobody really needed to
Yeah.
use the ration so far.
But I need at least 5, but I think some of you guys might have started with more than me, I imagine.
I started
Yeah.
with 1, so I guess I still have the 1.
I would just recommend everybody who doesn't have any get at least 5.
How much does a rations kit cost?
Yeah, that's what I'm curious of too, because I didn't even look that up.
Oh,
Let's
you need
see.
to look that up for you.
Rations 1 day, 5 silver pieces.
Okay, that's easy.
That's super cheap.
Yeah.
So let's buy 5 packs for each of us.
I kind of
Yeah.
gave you guys a shit ton of gold, so you guys should
Yeah,
be-
exactly. It's basically we can afford it. if it's
Anything
not
you
that cheap.
need.
25 silver for all those rations for all of us.
That's not even 1 gold piece, so that's fine. That's nothing. Maybe we should, but weight-wise, it probably, I don't know if we need more than that. Because we could just buy like, unlimited, but it would take up too much weight, so we probably only need like 5 to 10 tops.
I already have. I think I started with 5.
So,
yeah, see, I knew some of us probably did, but I didn't. That's why I want to
so
make sure I got 'em.
1 gold is 10 silver.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 100 silver.
No, it's 100 copper.
Okay.
I'm gonna pretty much just keep everything in gold as much as I can,
All right, so it's basically like 3 golds.
because otherwise it gets real annoying. So
Yeah.
probably gold and silver is the occasional platinum here and there, but that's about
We need
it.
to stock up on water too. Do we have to
I
buy
want
the
platinum.
water, or can we fill our water skins
No.
at like?
Don't you have create water spell or something?
Oh, yeah.
I can. I would
But
have
it
to
would take us.
change. I would have to change my spells though.
Oh, never mind. But it would take a slot, right?
Yeah, it would take a slot.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have
But I could
10. I
say
have
I
10 rations, by the way.
Oh,
Yep.
There's the ranger for you.
that's a lot.
Why do you have
Yeah.
10? Holy fuck.
I don't know. It's what I
That's just what they
started with.
start with. Yeah.
Jeez. Okay.
I can make. I have a spell. I can create up to 10 gallons of clean water, as long as I have an open container.
Okay.
But I would have
Yeah,
to.
and
I'd have to wait till the next long rest to change my spell.
Well, we just we just took one and you didn't change it. It's fine. But because the thing. Okay. Well, how would we get more water? Is there like a river nearby or something?
It's not on the map, but I would say that there's
A
there's
well
one or
something?
two clean wells for communal use.
Is there
In
is
the
there anything
town.
we can buy to deal with that, or I'm not sure how else we deal with it besides like a spell.
I have a water skin on me.
Well, we all have them, but we're gonna constantly need to like refill them, I imagine, or something. I don't know. I don't know how that
Yeah.
works.
You can so I mean you can fill them in rivers and stuff like that as you find them.
Okay.
Let's not worry about water for now, because if
Yeah.
we need
in
to,
town,
I can always
in
switch
town,
spell
you
on
guys
it.
can
Let's put it
refill your
this way.
water skins. You can buy
Yeah,
water
let's
skins if
put it
you
this
want to
way.
hold
If
more.
any of you start to get dehydrated, then we'll find some water.
So it's probably just not a problem until it is, and we'll
Yeah.
just cook it, I guess.
We
And
all have like
you
really
have
high
you have a magic
survival.
item that gives you a
we'll
random
find
like
water.
spell
Yeah.
charge. So
Yeah. Let's not worry about water. Let's go shopping.
In town, you
Sure.
guys can refill your water skins at
Yeah.
no cost. If you guys want to purchase more water skins so you don't have to worry about it, you could do that.
they're probably dirt cheap too.
2 silver pieces.
Okay.
So maybe we should each have 2 water skins.
Sure. So we just get like one more each.
Yeah. All right. So 1, 2. So 5 water skins. So 5 times 2 silver pieces.
So it's a
One
gold piece.
1 gold. Easy.
You know, so how many rations did we buy? 25.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we'll just add 5 to each of us, and then if any of us need food, we can share, or I can just make more good berries.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I actually missed this part when I was reading it. So anything over 25 gold pieces, he does not have. Which is
Okay.
only a
Okay.
couple of things.
Okay.
And also, Horvath is our one. He's like the noble with some kind of like, I don't know, bartering skill. Are we like? Is there any way for us to use that with him not here?
Yeah. I mean,
Didn't he
again,
have something for that?
if you
He's
want
just
him,
charismatic. He's got high stats on his charisma rolls.
if you want him to try to sweet talk the
Yeah. Can
Or-
we have
or
Horvath try to
intimidate.
charisma him? Can I give him
Or
guidance for that?
persuasion is what he would be doing. It'd be a +5 on a persuasion roll.
Yeah, that would probably be
With
his,
with
his
does
go-to.
guidance work for that?
Yeah. You just slap him on the back for guidance.
I slap Ghost Horvath on the back, give him guidance.
Here, let me roll. So.
Did that show up in the thing?
Yep.
Did yeah.
Oh, how do you
Oh,
take
you
away?
rolled. You rolled for him. Nice. So then just a D4. Perfect.
20.
20. All right. Let us see. All right. We'll skip the role play since he's not here. So he is able to barter with the seemingly slow-witted keeper of the store and gets you guys a 10% discount on
Nice.
whatever your final total, whatever you guys end up getting up
Okay.
to.
All right.
Should
So
we also buy a miner's pick while we're here if we're gonna end up in a mine?
I mean, Jakaro wanted the armor too.
Jakaro's
I
all
think.
about the mining. The miner's pick is only 2 gold pieces. So maybe we get that for Jakaro and let him do his mining.
Well, he wanted the armor, right? The scale mail or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we can get both. We don't have to get just one or the other.
Okay. I just forgot he's
I'm
not
just
here
thinking
right now.
if we're gonna end up in a mine, we should probably have like a miner's pick or something just in case we come across something we need. Jakaro's
Yeah.
a giant dragon; he can carry, no problem.
Sure, if you want to get it, yeah, why not?
Jakaro's jacked. He can carry like 300 pounds worth of stuff. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, between him and Horvath, they can carry a ton of stuff.
Yeah, you guys are good.
Fine. And it's cheap, so why not?
So as you guys are shopping, you notice that the storekeeper is kind of giving orders to 2 young boys who seem to be his clerks. And you hear them kind of talking to each other under their breath, saying, just kind of gossiping about the fact that there have been more and more orc sightings coming down from the mountains from the south.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of what else we need to do here.
Should we be asking this guy questions about who there's like someone in charge of the settlement? Like should we talk to about that?
Yeah, we could do that, and then also like ask him about the orcs. I'm just trying to think while we're at the store. If you guys want to ask him about the orcs, do that. I'm just trying to think of something we could get.
I'm gonna take up on that cue, and I am gonna turn to those 2 boys as the least scary member of the group, and ask them what they mean. What orcs coming from the south? What have they heard?
Well, there'd be orc tribes that live up in the mountains to the south. They've been there for years, but they never seem to bother us. But more and more, they've been coming down and raiding and actually settling some places.
I reach into Jakaro's pack and pull out that the scrap of tunic and his amulet to show the 2 boys. Do either of these symbols look familiar to you?
Well, we haven't seen them. We just hear the traders who come through talking about it.
We should go show these to the traders, see if they recognize the symbols. These may be the same orcs that we had the run-in with at the Temple of Helm.
Temple of Helm.
Right? Wasn't that the
That's
place where
the temple we cleared.
That's
Yeah.
where you guys just.
Keep up, you goddamn dwarf.
No, that's the first time we've called it that. Sounds fancy.
It says it on the map.
The ancients.
You're wearing the amulet of Helm from the Temple.
Oh,
of
I'm
Helm.
aware. I'm very aware.
And with that, the storekeeper reprimands the kids for slacking off and sends them back to work.
Thank them for their information. Give them each a good berry.
Oh, why are you doing that?
I don't know, dude. I have plenty of good berries. I can make more.
Make a insight check.
I'm building a rapport with the villagers. 8.
Giving kids candy, it's creepy.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, that's gonna be even worse. Yep.
Okay. The kids kind of just look at each other and take the berries and walk away.
Morty laughs as this happens.
Nacho shakes
Morty,
his head.
Morty, make a insight check. Oh yeah, the kids are definitely creeped out.
Nice.
But Quarian seems pretty pleased with himself and how that encounter just went.
Morty will just keep that to himself for now.
Yeah. And you notice the kids, like, as soon as they step out the door, they both like throw the berries on the ground and walk away.
Bunch of dicks.
Morty will laugh again to himself, and clearly laugh.
Can't just give berries out to random kids.
Are the berries still usable? Like, can we pick them up?
Yeah, you can check on them. Yeah.
But only I know about him right now. Right?
Oh, okay,
Or does anybody
okay.
else see him?
Yeah, Morty was the only one that was like really paying attention to that.
Go get him, Morty.
Last time I do something nice for dirty humans.
Morty will just laugh and then say to the group, "I don't think those good berries went too far," and then point at the door wherever they or the direction where they are.
Yeah, it's called fives and go get them.
Okay. I'm letting you all know they're on the ground. I'm not gonna get them. I'm just showing you guys.
All right, Nacho goes gets the berries.
All right,
And Neil's
Nacho,
5-second rule.
roll me. That's a good point. Roll me a d20.
D20. Okay.
Just like straight. 17. All right, you are able to find both of them, and they are
Nice.
Luckily both still intact.
Now you have
Nacho
5
blows.
good berries.
Nacho blows the dirt off of him and puts them in his pocket.
Morty's the only one that saw that.
Nice. So Morty knows that Nacho has 5 good berries. Sweet.
Any other shopping stuff? Questions for the innkeeper?
Morty will turn to the innkeeper and ask, "So, if you were to be traveling around these parts, you recommend anything we might need for the road besides just some rations?"
Maybe like a blessing from the gods.
Ah.
We already
Well,
got one of those.
Well, we've happened to run into the gods recently, but just out of curiosity, is there any sort of temple or holy place around here we might be able to take a peek at?
Ooh, the shrine of luck, the center of town. But I don't know how much luck you're gonna need for a dragon.
What? Dragon, you say?
You talking about our companion, or is there another dragon that we don't know about?
No, real dragon. No offense.
None taken.
Is there a chance of bounty on this dragon?
Morty will chuckle and then tap Jakar and say, "Oh, don't mind him. He's friendly." And then and then he'll say, "But you say a dragon like," and then he'll just do like a motion with his hands like, yeah, it'll just be like a big one. You mean? And then like sort of nudge Jakar.
Yeah, with wings and everything.
Oh, with wings. You hear that, and he just nudges him more.
Imagine being a
I
dragon.
get it, Morty. I
with
don't have wings. I get it, Morty. I don't have wings.
He's been hunting, coming from the mountains to the south. Just recently. That's why
Well,
everybody's leaving.
That makes sense. Dragons are pretty scary, especially ones with wings.
I get it, Morty.
And then he'll just lean in closer and get close to the man and say, "So does this dragon breathe fire? Is it some sort of frost magic? What's going on here?" Because I assume this whole place is like cold, right? Because we're up north.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's temperate. It's not cold right now because it's not
Oh, okay.
winter, but it's. I mean, it's actually close to sort of just like New England weather.
I was assuming there's like different kinds of dragons, not just ones that breathe fire, because our friend breathes poison. That's why I'm curious.
Some say it's a white dragon. Ice,
Nice.
cold. Probably why it took the highest peak in the range.
Where's the highest peak? What's its name? Could you show it to us on a map?
But it's Ice Spire Peak. You look to the west, the tall one.
Mori will grab his necklace and his hammer, and then clank it against his shield and say, "That's a good thing. My god's a god of light and fire. Not scared of no ice dragon." And then then he'll just like turn and smirk to Jakaro.
Jakaro responds, "Go get him, Morty. I'll be right behind you."
Mori just places the hammer, like the heavy end, down on the ground, and then just puts his foot on and just starts laughing.
The regent sent many men. None came back.
Maybe it's because he sent men and not us.
What's more is the orcs used to live in the mountains. They're coming down. The dragon must have chased them out.
I'd imagine that dragon chased out anybody on its territory. Those orcs are lucky to escape with their lives.
Are these orcs?
Hmm?
Where are they?
I wonder if any of them are kin to our friend here, and he points to Horvath.
Real orcs. No offense.
We got a lot of real dragons and real orcs going on here, huh?
You'll
If
look around.
an orcish horde is running, I think it's safe to say that we should too.
And then Morty will chuckle, like look around and be like, "Well, seems like everybody in here is about half this or half that, besides my friend here," and then points to Corian.
It's a
I may be
purebred.
pure elf, but you're pure dirt muncher. You're not a half dwarf.
And they'll say, "It's about one thing we have in common," and then like go to like fist bump them.
Nacho would like to ask the man where we can find the regent that's in charge of the town.
Oh,
The town master's hall in the center, big stone building.
Yeah. Is Harbin Wester up there? I got a bone to pick with him.
Nobody's seen him leave for weeks now. He'll talk to you though, through the door.
Kick down that door.
which direction might that be, friend?
Follow the road south into town.
Aye. What about the tavern? Where might I find that?
Typical dwarf.
Inn serves ales and wine.
Aye. Well, lads, how about we head to this fella and then maybe the inn after?
Sounds good.
I guess we should take one more look through their stock, see if there's anything we might want.
We each got a water flask, we got provisions, and we got a miner's pick.
We're all going like rope and stuff, I assume, right? We all like that type of shit.
I think I have rope.
I've got rope.
Yeah, I got 50 feet.
rope.
Oh,
really need,
I
like,
remember.
torches and stuff,
I knew there was
so
something. The
maybe it's
brewer's kit.
light.
Does this guy have a brewer's kit?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's grab one of those.
I thought you already had one of those.
No. I'm proficient, but I don't have one.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
gotta
20
make that good
gold
very
for
one.
that.
20 gold.
20
Do you guys think it's
golds.
worth it?
Well,
it could
it'd
be
be
an
that
investment.
would be your share of the gold if that's what you want.
It could be an
18
investment if you
anything
plan
else.
on brewing and then selling. Like,
Remember you said it's gonna be our whole shtick once we're like going to places.
There's
We could-
also brewer supply. Oh, brewer supply is 20.
Oh, we could be snake. We could do so like a snake oil thing.
yeah.
That's the whole. That's what we're getting
Yeah,
at.
yeah,
Lynch.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
So
As I didn't
guys
know,
are
I
down
didn't know
then?
Morty was down for that kind of behavior. I thought he was in,
I'm 100%.
in a outstanding
Yo,
member of the,
I
community.
walk the line. Like, I don't know. Morty is like only compelled to be
Sounds a little
a
wishy-washy.
no. He was against it the whole time, but like his backstory was he was only compelled because of like a random occurrence that happened where basically he happened to be blessed by the god, and then that's what got him down the path. Like he wasn't really into it before that, but that sort of just got him down the path. So he's just like a normal guy that got these powers, and now he's curious about them, and he's just chasing the mystery. He wants to know more and know why the
Wow.
power was bestowed on him.
Morty must be pretty full of himself.
No,
He's-
he's a simple guy who wants to make drinks.
okay, it's okay.
Oh, it's all right. Yeah, let's
Fair.
get the brewer's kit.
Let's do it.
But we definitely got to try making good berry wine.
All right, I'm gonna add that to my inventory.
How much gold do we have left?
We have a lot.
Yes, you should have a lot.
Yeah.
Has anyone been
Unless-
keeping track of what we've bought and how much everything costs?
I have not been, so hopefully you guys have.
Who's got like pen and paper handy?
I do if
So-
you just tell me what we got.
It was 3 gold for the rations, and then we also got the water
1 gold
skins.
for water skins,
And we got a
How
discount.
many of those?
So that's 4 gold.
and then 20 gold for the brewer's kit.
So 23,
24.
24.
And then the 10% discount. Oh, and we got the miner's pick.
Yep.
How much was the pick?
26. All right. Well, 2. It was 2 gold, I think.
Where? Pick mine. 2 gold. So yeah, 26. And then a 10% discount.
Oh, 2.
So it's like
Which would be 2.
so it'd be like $24.
Give you
24.
23.
Boom.
He'll round up for you because Horvath rolled well.
We had 350 gold, so that's still like nothing compared to what we have. And we're on the hunt for health potions. That's what we're asking for and looking for. Besides the main story quest.
You need health potions. You need to speak to Adabra.
We already know where to find them. We have an idea.
South of the town,
Okay. So we couldn't
She
do it
lives-
tonight. That'd be something for tomorrow.
on Umbridge Hill.
Take note of that. Umbridge Hill.
Adabra.
Yeah, weak name. I probably should have just changed it.
Potions. I mean, maybe one day, or no, that's more of the druids thing. Are you able to make potions?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that would be like a.
You have an herbalism kit proficiency.
Yeah, either like herbalism or alchemist kit.
I
So
do
you
have an
mu-
herbalism kit, and I
so-
have proficiencies in nature and medicine.
Do you have one in your inventory, an herbalism kit?
And guys, we have potions already.
But I'm just saying, to have more would be good. Trust me,
Yeah.
we're gonna want more.
No, I know.
Yeah, you
Okay,
don't
it
you don't
says-
have one in your inventory. You're
Yeah.
you're proficient with it, so maybe we buy one
We
of
should
those.
buy one.
Yeah. Let's see how much do those cost.
An herbalism kit.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't find it in the book.
5 gold pieces.
Oh, that's nice and cheap. Yeah, let's get one of them.
Okay. So that's 28 gold total. Well, and 10%, whatever. Just throw it on.
25 and 5. Did 25 gold? I guess we're rounding, so we don't have to do a silver.
Yeah. So yeah, you got to like 31 or something, right?
We're down to 324.
That's still a bunch of gold.
Yeah, we're good. I still want to go to the armor guy.
Yeah. It's 50 gold. That's easy.
If he can make it.
I mean, if it's just basic like gear, it's
I
probably
think it
just there.
is. It's basic medium armor, I think so.
He might have better
Yeah.
stuff, but the basic is pretty much
And then
all
he's
you
gonna
need.
have to put the cosmetics on.
Yep. I'm gonna ask him to at least. See.
Right. Well, do you want to
But
go
yeah.
there before the tavern? Is that what you're saying, or before we go to this guy's house? Oh, that's
Well,
where you went
if we're in
before.
if we're in
You split
shopping
up.
mode, I might as well just go do it. Well, I waited. I was said I was
Actually-
gonna wait outside.
Yeah, but I kept like talking to you and stuff, so I guess that was
I
fail
know.
RP. My bad.
I should
I went
probably
along.
buy.
I
can
came
buy
in.
New
I
armor
got
too. I should probably get it.
Dracaro got impatient and ended up coming inside mid conversation, and then all that happened.
All right.
And
So
he
it's all-
says, "All right, are you guys done shopping in here? Can we go get my stuff now? And then we got to go find this guy, and we'll figure out how we can save the world, or at least this city, from the dragon."
Yeah. I'm not. You know, Morty's already made it clear he's not scared of the dragon.
Yeah. Neither is Dracaro. He's so ready to go. Protect the city, but we got to procure a bounty first, or else why else would we go fight a dragon just for? I mean, it would be fun, but let's talk to the people and see if we can leverage a bounty out of it.
Okay.
But I want to go upgrade my to scale armor.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
let's head there.
I'll go check out the armor first.
All right. You guys get
Dracaro
to...
leads the way into the door once we get there.
Yeah, so you guys are walking down the street, and as you go, you pass the inn on your left, and you reach kind of the center of town. There's an opening, a small stone shrine, not much going on there. You see one or two travelers praying as they get ready to leave town. And then,
And this is the Shrine of Luck, I assume.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Morty takes note of that as we're on our way to the armor.
And you see them leaving small offerings.
Are there any like symbols I can see as I walk by?
Yeah, so you recognize it. It's kind of a crude portrayal. It's not the nicest shrine that you've ever seen, but you recognize it as a symbol to Timora, which is the goddess of luck.
Okay.
We should stop there on our way out of town, boys. Make an
course.
offering. Get the
Yeah.
goddess on our side.
Take a mental note of that. And Dracaro points at the inn and
Yeah.
says, "Morty, we're grabbing a beer after we take care of business."
Morty laughs and says, "What do you think I bought this kit for? We're never gonna run out now, boys."
We're gonna be rich.
All right, and I was looking something up. So, what did you guys decide on?
We're gonna go to the armory guy.
Yeah, we're just trying to
Okay.
head there and then the tavern.
Oh, we take note of the shrine, but don't do anything yet. We walk by it.
Okay.
I probably want to stop there
Um,
on the way to the tavern, but yeah, we'll go to the armor place first.
So you see the travelers kind of leave their offerings, and then they pack up
Well,
and start heading
Well,
out of
Morty would also be curious of what kind of offerings people are leaving.
These people just seem to be relatively poor people at first glance, so likely farmers.
Okay.
Some of them are just leaving symbolic offerings, mostly, like like a small sheath of grain or tied together with like a ribbon. One or two people leaving some small coins.
Okay. That's what Morty thought, and we'll continue on.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, yeah, across the square, you see a small building. Hanging above it is a sign is shaped like a shield with a blue lion painted on it. And you take that from the directions of multiple people to be likely the armorer.
This must be the place.
Morty nods.
Drakara walks inside.
All right.
Oh,
So
I
you
will
walk-
follow. And I assume the rest of the party.
So you walk in and you see another human. They're kind of boring people around here. Sorry, I'm just pulling it up. A redheaded female, mid-30s, looks up at you guys and say, "Oi, what can I do you for?"
Redhead. Morty's eyes widen.
Drakaro approaches and says, I'm looking for a bit more armor than an upgrade over this leather stuff. Do you make armor? Do you have any for sale? Can you make one for a dragon?
Morty just realizing the irony is
Dragonborn.
is just like, wait a minute, you're covered in leather already. And then he just laughs about his joke to himself.
Yeah.
He doesn't care
Funny.
if the rest of the party laughs.
Hi, we sell armor. I could get you something.
I'm looking for some scale mail.
Yeah, man.
Again, Morty laughs. The same
I
joke.
guess it's depends on what you're gonna be doing with it.
I'm gonna be wearing it.
What I mean is, why are you guys here?
We're just a band of adventurers, bounty hunters. Looking
you
to
guys are having trouble with
procure
hordes,
a
and
bounty to
wondering,
protect this place.
How much your town would be willing to pay to get for us to take care of your problem?
Oh, well, that's a welcome sight. Very few travelers coming through here recently. Since the regent sent those men, really no adventurers or anyone of note. If you're really here to do that, then I think we could work something out.
Yeah, do you know who we could talk to?
You'd be looking
help
for Harbin Wester,
Yeah.
the townmaster's hall, just across the lane.
Yeah, his name keeps coming up.
It's the only one of note.
Almost like he runs the town or something.
Yeah.
Everyone
seems
some
like he's doing a pretty
bigwig
shitty
sent
job.
here from Neverwinter. I heard he's just some lowly relative of the regent, exiled here, outcast, black sheep probably.
Morty will go up to the I assume there's a counter. He'll have to lift himself up a little bit and sort of lean in and be like, so how many people have been sent off so far by this regent? I'll say.
He's sent a small troop of about 40 men.
40? Shit.
They didn't come back, and then after that, nothing. Harbin keeps saying everything's under control, but it doesn't seem like he's in a very good position right now either.
Morty will look sort of surprised and be like, 40? And then be like, for this dragon? And then
It's a dragon. What did you expect?
Morty will look surprised still, and not feel as confident about being the light domain clerk that he is, and be like, all right, and just sort of take note of that. So it's already killed 40 men, basically.
Well,
But they were men. None of us here are men. We'll be fine.
And then he'll look again and be like, "Were any of these men gifted in the ways of magic at all?"
Well, I didn't get a very good look at him, but the regent said they were his best, but I highly doubt he's sent his best men out to help us.
And then he'll look around at everybody else and say, well, if he wants our help, he'll probably take a bit more coin than whatever he paid them.
Well, I think as time goes on, they'll probably be willing to pay more and more if you really think you can get rid of that dragon. I'd talk to Harbin first, though. He might offer you some other jobs.
Is Harbin the same guy? Or,
Yes.
I assume? Okay.
Yeah, the town master.
Okay. That Mordo say, yeah. Yeah, we'll probably do that. It seems like we're gonna be talking to this fella one way or another.
Well, be the smart thing. Although I don't know how long this town's gonna be here. If that dragon keeps attacking, I think maybe we'd all be better off just moving into the woods. Although that place just gives me the creeps. That people say that there's old ruins in there. Wizards practicing. I've never seen any though.
Aye. Lots of ruins around here. We just came from some. And then he'll grab his necklace and say, found this and a few other things, and then like point at the party and their new bling, their new stuff. And say,
Boy, fine craftsmanship there.
yeah, exactly, to this artisan, and he'll be like, so you sell anything at this quality, or is this all you have to offer? And then point to the other like basic equipment that he assumes is there.
Well, I could make a request, but they don't send us much good stuff out this way. If you're really serious, I can ask and see if we can get some magical or at least upgraded weaponry.
Morty's just more curious in his like specialty. He's like, I'm just, everybody's sort of got their thing. Either, I like to make wine, this and that. What's your speciality? Is all I say.
To her?
Yeah, to the armorer.
The saucy redhead.
Yeah.
More of a merchant myself. I just work for the guild. They send in shipments and I sell it.
Ah, so you're not the fine hand behind this. You just sell it. I see. Well, thanks for your time, miss. We'll be taking our goods and then moving on to the tavern. Feel free to stop by once your shift's done in a wink.
All right, well, if you survive the dragon more than a few days, I'll put it in order and see if I can get you any better equipment.
And he'll say, yeah, we'll keep that in mind. Fellas, get what you need and let's roll.
No. Happy hunting.
So
Drakaro looks at her and says, I still want some scale armor.
Yeah, we're just here for that pretty much. I don't think anybody else needs armor.
Sold
We can make that work.
Have we sold like the trinkets and stuff that we got? Like the
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we should ask where we sell that stuff.
Might buy it.
What stuff?
Didn't we find stuff in the temple that we planned on selling?
Well, I think Jakaro's keeping whatever he's got. He's got like trophies and stuff.
Oh, okay.
If you got stuff like that, go for it.
I don't think I have anything. I just thought maybe.
I think it was just like the one random.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
you gave the girl back her thing.
Yeah,
I
you gave her her back.
I figure Nacho will ask anyway, even though he has nothing to sell, just because he wants to know where all the gold
where
and
to sell things?
Yeah, where the gold and silver goes. Like,
Depends what you'd be looking to sell. The general store will buy most common goods. Anything of value, you might want to talk to the miners' exchange.
Yes, I will check that out.
Corey notices a twinkle in Nacho's eye.
Nacho clicks his heels and goes at business.
Nacho's got plans. He doesn't just come into a town and start robbing everybody without knowing stuff. Okay.
We gotta find out where the good stuff is first.
Yeah. Jeez, fella. All right. Thank you.
Cool.
So scale mail, you say?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you fashion some for this dragonborn?
I think I have a larger set in the back. I could fit you with.
Wonderful.
So it's 50 gold pieces for that.
Yeah.
Do we have Horvath do his work his magic?
I mean, you already you did
because
the last
Drakaro doesn't want to sweet talk him, and Drakaro pulls out of his backpack the cougar skull or the head,
Yeah.
and plops it on the counter
He wants good quality.
and
He doesn't
says,
want to. Yeah.
"I trust you can affix this pauldron onto some scale mail."
We can make it work, but you want a rotting skull on your shoulder.
No, I want you to boil it in some water.
Yeah, we need to find someone who can treat the
Yeah,
skull.
we
I
find
know,
a
right?
tannery or something.
I
Carl,
trust
put
you
that
make
rotting
something
skull
work.
back in your bag.
How about this? 55 gold. I'll work on the skull.
Do
You
you?
can
Oh
have the
no, you know what?
armor.
You have a furnace. Throw it in the furnace for an hour, and I'll be back in the to come get it.
Probably be taking about 2 days for me to get it ready for you, but you can take the armor today.
Deal. I'll come back and see you for some my flair. You've got a deal.
I'll take the 50 now and the 5 when it's done.
I hand and I look at Horvath and I gesture to pay the man because he's our bank.
The woman. I know you're a dragon, but learn to tell the difference.
She
What?
seems not
The woman
phased by
behind
you
the-
being a dragon. Just so you
Yeah.
know, she seems to have dealt with adventurous sorts and various races in her trading, so she doesn't seem bothered by any of you guys.
What does she
Wonderful.
have for hide and leather armor?
Can
'Cause my
Morty
AC is
roll?
11, and I could use some higher AC.
Can Morty roll a persuasion check to see if she's gonna come to the inn later?
You're gonna ask her out?
No, he's just curious. Like I'm just.
Oh.
I have a bad persuasion. That's why it'd be hilarious if she's just like disgusted by me already.
Are you?
Not
So
if
you're
you're gonna be there.
you're asking her to?
I was asking. I was like, when I did that and like winked at her, that was me persuading her basically.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't pick up on that.
No, it's cool. I just thought about this while I was in the bathroom. I just like, well, I'd want to roll the fucking the die because I know it's bad. Because I think it's hilarious if like I'm trying to ask people out that like girls like this and I'm just bad at it. Like even though I'm trying to seem cool, I want it. It'd be even funnier if I'm like bad at it. You know.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Okay. So yeah, there you go.
So you want your fantasy game to be like your real life. That's a little backwards.
Exactly. Worlds are colliding. Did
Roll.
it not show? Oh no, it is there. I see
So
it.
you just asked her that and like winked at her and then started walking away. Is that how it went down?
I told her once she's off her shift that we'll be there if she wanted to come by, basically, and just winked at her.
Okay. Roll an insight check.
Just okay. I'm actually decent at these.
Ooh. So she tries to be polite about it, but you notice that she's having a real hard time holding back a smile.
And then Morty will say, "That's all right, mate. Dwarves aren't for everybody," and then just chuckle as he walks away.
Yeah, she rolled a 20, so she wasn't she wasn't into it.
Cool. And Morty, that's not gonna stop Morty from trying on the next, redhead he sees.
Yeah. I like it. Alright. So we bought some armor. She turned down your advances as
Wait,
politely as she
I
could.
want to look what she has for like hide and leather armor because I need to upgrade my stuff too. But my guy, he's a druid, so he can't wear metal.
I mean, do you want second-hand leather armor from Jakara?
I mean,
No,
I've
I'm
already got
keeping mine.
Or
So I can. No, because I
leather.
wanna.
I already have
I
leather.
know I
Is there-
can change.
What's better than leather?
I'm just saying.
I need something better than leather, but that doesn't have any metal.
It's so honestly, it's what I wanted, and it's 400 gold.
yeah, but I
So
think as a druid, he can only.
a
Are you
breastplate
proficient in
is what I
anything but
really
light
wanted,
armor,
but it's
Marianne?
400 gold.
I love this dynamic that I can try to.
So the
do
best one's
crit-
studded leather. That's what it is. Studded leather.
I can
Yeah.
try to
It's
do charisma
12,
stuff.
That is metal.
12 plus your dex.
But that is metal. It can't have metal.
Oh, it can't have metal.
No metal. So I can't have.
Why
metal.
do you say that?
Because I'm a druid. I'm a druid, so my armor cannot have metal. I'm a druid,
Okay.
so my armor cannot have metal.
Do you
Okay,
do you
understood.
have medium armor proficiency or no?
I do.
So hide is one better than leather.
And
Medium
it's only
hide
10
armor.
gold.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
could
It's
I
plus one.
could I buy the hide and then sell the leather? Because I'm not gonna need old leather armor. I'm not some weird dragon.
Sure. Well, listen, the one I just want to explain this. The one I bought gives me disadvantage to stealth, so I'm keeping my leather. So if I need to be stealthy before a mission, I can swap between the two.
Oh, that's smart.
Makes sense.
That's true.
Yes.
If it doesn't weigh that much, why not? And you can carry a ton of shit.
Continue on. It's like
Yeah,
a 10-minute, it's
like-
like a 10-minute take off and put on thing. I already looked into it.
So
Yeah, you can do like
Quarian, the only-
during a short rest. Rest.
so West.
Yeah, it's shorter than that. It's like 10 minutes. Anyway, go.
Okay, so I buy hide armor.
Nacho has like 3 uniforms in his fucking inventory, I think.
Yes, because he had
Yeah.
no idea what he was doing when he was creating his character.
Mhm.
Well, he has
No,
like
but it's
3 uniforms or 3 armors.
no, just he's got like his disguise and stuff.
Ah,
Yeah.
Do I?
He's got like a whole second personality
Yeah,
hiding
yeah.
in his backpack.
I'm pretty sure you have like a whole set of clothes, like one
I
or
mean,
two
I
sets
got
of
the
clothes.
name. I got the name, but yeah.
No, look at your inventory, man. I was creeping
You
on
creeping?
your character, so
You
I
creeping?
yeah, I was creeping.
All right.
Quarian, the only thing about hide armor is that it can't go beyond +2 on your dex. I don't know if you were planning on maxing out your dex or not.
I might put 1 point into Dex at one point just so I can get a +1. But
Okay, yeah. So you're
My
you're
dex is-
nowhere
yeah.
near having to worry about that being a problem.
yeah, no.
Because you could technically get leather armor to be higher than hide if you had like a +5 in dex, but like if you're a rogue
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
not gonna happen. So I figured go for hide and then sell the leather armor.
Yeah, makes sense. Roll a persuasion check. She offers you 5 gold for the used leather.
Terrible price. I'll take it.
Yeah, it sounds reasonable.
So this whole exchange was 5 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He spent 10 but got 5 back. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Morty will also say next time he comes to town, he'll probably have some of his homebrew to show her. Family secret recipe.
Dwarven Goodberry wine.
Make
Morty's
you
Magnificent Ale.
make you run faster and jump higher.
Just kind of half smiles and says, I don't like drinking liquids from men I don't know.
All right, Morty, you're creeping out the nice lady. Let's leave. We got what we came for.
He's okay. He's ready to go.
If Quarian picked up on it, then you know it's a problem.
Yeah.
All right.
Boys, where to next? We got to go find this Harbinwester guy now that we're all looted up.
Sure. Let's do that.
All right,
There's
so we
also
want to
a
head
lot of,
towards
a
the.
lot of nice gems and stuff at the miners' exchange. We might need to bring Nacho in there.
And whenever
When we're all done at the town.
whenever we pass the luck
Yeah, we're
shrine,
not leaving
Morty
town
will
yet.
stop there for a minute. But whenever that happens,
I want to. No, we'll do that after town hall. We'll do a town hall, shrine, then the inn to have a
Okay.
drink to end the night.
Do these kinds of towns have like a medieval version of cops, or like what's like the
Yeah,
guard
guards.
situation? Yeah, like guards. So Nacho suggests we keep an eye out, keep a tally of how many guards are around. Just
All
It's
right,
not a
yeah.
bad
Whatever
point.
it is.
Not a bad
Nacho.
point.
As I gotcha.
So Nacho's been casing the joint the whole time.
Pretty much.
You noticed a couple light patrols so far, like just like 2 guards walking around. For the most part, everyone in town is armed to a degree. Just you get the feeling that everybody here is ready to defend themselves if they have to, just given the fact that they live, on the outskirts.
That was if Morty sees Nacho doing this.
What?
Throughout, like as we're walking.
Me. Yeah, okay.
Oh, see if
Morty
I don't know
does
what Morty's on Nacho's case about, but okay.
Morty does the 2 fingers at the eyes, and then Morty does the 2 fingers at the eyes, and then 2 fingers at him. That's all he does.
Are you trying to hide this, Nacho, or are you just like?
I mean, I'm not sneaking. Nacho doesn't feel the need to hide it. He just
Morty's doing the same
observing.
thing, but he notices Nacho.
Yeah,
That's all.
Nacho's
That's
just
all.
keep.
So Morty, are you actively trying to look at Nacho to see if this is going on?
Well, I in my head, I'm sort of doing the same thing, and I just notice him doing the same thing, basically.
Do you distrust Nacho?
I don't distrust him. I'm keeping my eye on him more.
We need the group therapy session here.
Yeah, maybe we do need that drink at the bar.
Morty's just keeping his eye on Nacho. That's all.
All right.
Because he knows he's gonna wander off eventually. That's all it is. But he'll lose focus of him once he starts drinking.
So you are actively watching him.
Yes.
Just roll the check, Morty.
Okay.
I already did. I already did.
No, it's just the difference between like active and passive. So there's like a passive perception.
Okay.
If you're like not actively trying to see if he's doing something weird, I would just use your passive number against his roll.
Well, if that's lower, then I'll do that.
Nacho feels no need to hide what he's doing because he's not doing anything illegal.
My passive is 16, so I'll just use that instead. I don't want to use the 22 then.
Okay.
Because I want to know, but not know everything.
Yeah.
I will keep that in mind. I would say at this point, Nacho hasn't done anything. Like, you haven't been anywhere or done anything or seen anything that he would have tipped you off about anything.
I just want to be the only one in the party who sees through his bullshit. That's it. And I'm cool with that. That's fine.
I think Nacho's going to have to start talking to the group about voting Morty off the island here.
Corian wants Nacho to know that he is very supportive if he wants to rob a bunch of humans.
Well, no, I am too. I just want to know when he's doing it. That's like don't get me wrong. I have nothing against it. I just want to be the only one who knows when he's doing it.
If Nacho is going to do anything stupid, he is 100% going to fill in his group members so that, they're not caught off guard.
So we can run interference.
Yes.
But whenever there's that time where you're trying to hide something, I want to know about it.
He wants to know where all the people are. He wants it to be nighttime.
I'm not going to snitch either.
All right.
I'm okay with you doing shit like that. I just want to know it. I won't snitch.
I feel like we're having this conversation in the middle of this town. All right.
You guys are in the middle
alarming
of
the locals.
Yeah.
Does anybody around speak Dwarvish? Because
this is just me and you talking. All Morty did was did the fingers to his eyes and fingers at you. He said, "I'm watching."
Nacho shrugged and was like, "What?"
That's fine. That's all that happened.
Like
what?
That's it. That's fine. That's perfect.
All
right. Fair enough. On to the tavern.
Yeah. So far, nothing sketchy on anybody's end at this point. But you guys notice there's maybe a handful of guards. You guys going to the town master now?
Yep.
There is outside the town master's hall a board with several bounties on them.
Please.
Oh, Dracaro runs over to the board excitedly because he feels like he's a bounty hunter. And
He's been waiting his whole life to be a bounty hunter, and he finally got it.
Yeah. So he sees the bounty board and runs over to it excitedly.
All right. As you get to the board, you see that there's 3 bounties. They're all in the same handwriting. And so the first one says that there's a couple of dwarf prospectors that have found some dwarven ruins in the mountains southwest of here. They've been working at the dig, looking for treasure, and they need to be warned about the white dragon.
Okay.
And if you
It's an easy enough bounty.
warn them the reward and return to Harbin with proof, then you are rewarded 50 gold pieces.
Okay.
The next quest is to seek out a colony of gnomes that live in the caves in the southeast. It's called Gnomengard. They're known for their magical inventions, and with hopes of seeking them in help to get something to fight the dragon. Get whatever you can from them, and if you bring back something useful, you will be paid for your contribution to the defense of the town. 50 gold pieces.
That sounds like a win-win.
And the last one is the local midwife, Adabra Gwyn. Lives by herself a few miles south of town. And again, she needs to be warned. She's an important member of the community, and the goal is to get her to come back to town for safety, since she lives there by herself. And that is 25 gold pieces.
Drakaro grabs the middle bounty about the gnomes and yanks it off of the board and holds it in his hand and says, I'm going to get the supplies. Puts it in and then puts that thing in his backpack.
All right. All of them are written and signed by Harbin Wester, and they do say at the end, for more details, see Harbin Wester.
Morty will agree and say that's the one, boys. Maybe we ask about the midwife, but the gnomes is that's the main target. That's what Morty will say. At
Were
least
any
for
of them in the general same location? Like, was there one we could hit on the way to another?
I think the point
Good
is
question.
we can do them all if we want. But I'm just saying Drakaro grabs that because he knows that there's dragon weapons to help fight the dragon stuff, and he's not going to return them
Morty speaks
for the 50
Gnomish.
gold.
Obviously.
Morty speaks Gnomish, so
He's
he's
keeping
very
the
interested.
supplies and going to fight the dragon.
Morty speaks Gnomish, so he's very interested in that one. He doesn't really care about the other ones. Well, I guess the dwarf prospectors would interest him, but
yeah, that's gonna have some cool stuff in there.
Abandoning
I
your
think
own people?
yeah.
Okay. So the Adabra Gwyn could be made a little bit out of the way on the way to the dwarven excavation, but from the description of the locations of things, you could pretty easily make it on the way to the gnomes.
for story's sake, one of you guys grab the dwarf bounty thing and rip it off.
I'm just gonna grab both of them and take all of them
Okay.
because there's no reason not to.
Sure, whatever.
Okay. And then I continue either into the door or towards the entrance of the townmaster hall.
Corian puts a hand on Drakaro's shoulder. Maybe you shouldn't be the one to go in first.
You're right. And he opens the door and motions in the group.
So as you approach, you notice there's no guards directly at the door, but there's definitely some people keeping an eye on the building, on kind of various sides of the building. And the building is much more sturdily built than all the other buildings in town. Almost like it could run dual purpose as like a shelter or a jail if need be. Hard to say from the outside. It just seems like it's made so that things can't get in or out. And as you approach, you notice the door is plated with metal, but also just very heavily wood, or very heavy wood. And as you go to open it, it does not move.
Hmm. So Drakaro knocks on the door. Boom, boom, boom.
You hear a voice from inside and says, What? If this is about the swords again, you're gonna have to come back tomorrow. Lenine, but you didn't actually ask her name. Lenine was the name of the lady you were just talking to.
Yeah.
Well, Drakaro backs up and backs away from the door and motions for his other group mates to engage in conversation with the lady.
Corin steps forward and says, "We're here about the bounties that you posted.
All
We'd
right.
like to speak to Harbin."
So you get the eye slit opens up. You just see the face, kind of a gaunt face. Not old, but getting there. Very slim, slender, slightly effeminate-looking man.
Morty will say, "Are you the Lord, or know where he might be? Is he home?"
I'm Harbin. What can I do for you boys?
We hear you got a dragon problem.
Says the dragon.
Oh, and you're the first people to tell me this.
And
You
I
have
look at
anything else for
Morty
me?
and I do air quotes and say, "A real dragon."
Kind of chuckles at that. And he says, "Well, if you come here to tell me something I already know, then you can go now. You've already wasted enough of my time."
And Morty'll like try to stop him from closing the eye thing and say, "Look, man, we've heard a lot about you. We saw these bounties. We're just trying to help. We're just we're passing through tonight. Figured we'd stop by and get a word with you in before we take it on ourselves to just start looking for these things."
Well, my first goal is to keep the town safe. I think my cousin will probably just take away my rights and my titles if I don't. But if you can really help me keep these people alive, then maybe I'll move up and he'll bring me back to Neverwinter. If you guys think you can complete this, then, well, as you see, there's payment.
Aye, we're interested in this gnome and the magical items. It seems that it could help us with the dragon. That seems to be a big thorn in your side and everybody else's side in this area. Can
All
help
right,
you
well,
get you what you want. You know, you scratch our backs, we scratch yours. And we're also
dragon
a bit
is
curious about these dwarves as well. I haven't seen any of my own kin in a while.
yeah, so they're pretty amiable fellows that came through here. Just researchers, I think. They're kept going on about some ruins they found in the mountains to the south. But as you know, these mountains were all mined by dwarves back in the day, so not surprising. But they were all excited about it, and we haven't seen them for a few weeks now.
Drakaro points out that there's no bounty for the dragon out there.
Well, if I thought anybody could take down the dragon, I'd be willing to pay them exorbitant amounts, although I believe the regent would probably be the one that'd be paying for that. You'd be saving him quite a bit of trouble.
Quarian, tell
This
this man.
What?
Tell this man that we got this taken care of and arrange a nice profit for us, and we'll take care of the dragon.
The region you speak of, will this region be located in Neverwinter?
He's the regent. The guy we're talking to.
No, my cousin's the regent.
Oh, my bad.
Keep up, dwarf.
Distant cousin. I think he just sent me out here because he was sick of me causing trouble at court.
You're talking about the guy in Neverwinter, right? Or is it somebody else?
Yeah.
The regent from Neverwinter.
Okay. Sorry, I was writing something else down.
If you're able to take the dragon down, I'm sure he'd probably give you knighthood or lands or property. I don't know. I mean, you name it, he'd probably give it to you.
Morty will chuckle and say, "Well, we already got one dragon to worry about right now," and then point at Jakaro, and then say, "We'll start with these gnomes and these dwarves. I reckon these'll get us going, and then maybe we'll worry about the actual dragon."
Well, if you can
And
help
then
with
and then and
those,
then he'll kind of laugh and say, "I'm not scared or anything, but you know, we'll get there when we get there."
well, that's what the 60 men my cousin sent said, but I haven't heard a word back from them, so.
60 men. I thought it was 40.
No, it was 60 men.
Jeez. Well,
We're not interested to hear about how humans failed.
I mean, they weren't all humans, but sure.
so you know details about this army that was sent to slay the dragon.
Nah, this is supposedly my cousin's best men, but I highly doubt that he sent me anything worthwhile. But still, 60 men, never to return.
Yeah.
The reports are it's a small dragon, but a dragon nonetheless.
Like this town, the whole population is probably like 100 or two. That were in there.
Hi. Dwindling by the day. Everybody heading back to Neverwinter now that my cousin won't send any more protection.
So nearly half a town died trying to kill this dragon already.
Yes, and if it fails, the town fails, then I'll be the one to blame. My cousin won't let me back, and so my only hope is to not die here.
Say, man, would you happen to have any idea what may have brought the dragon here?
No, folk think that it just came down from the north. Lots of dragons up in the peaks to the north.
Morty will think to himself about perhaps what could have brought the dragon here while these things are happening.
Yeah, so anybody with a good nature check can roll.
Oh, that's me.
I think I have a decent nature. No, I don't. That's pretty decent.
16? Yeah. So Quarian, you know dragons do vary based on their color. For the most part, dragons are very territorial, regardless of the color. So if what you're hearing is true, it's a somewhat young dragon. Wouldn't be out of the question that maybe it just ranged south, hoping to find its own territory. If it's a white dragon,
A younger dragon sounds easier to hunt than an adult dragon.
Yeah, we already learned it's a white one.
right? If the
Yeah,
reports
which
are
is-
true and it's a white one, you know that white dragons are typically more animal-like. They're intelligent, but they behave more like animals than other dragons. So territorial, wrathful.
Do we know if it can if it can like speak to us?
Yeah, everybody would. Well, most people would know, but especially Quarian would know that dragons are intelligent.
But you said this one's more animal-like, so would we know if this one particularly could speak to us?
Yeah, animal-like in its behavior. It can still speak, but they're just very kind of territorial and aggressive compared to some of the other ones that are more mind their own business.
Okay. So it's rambunctious in its young age.
And also searching territory of its own.
Yeah. Trying to make its mark in the world still. Sounds familiar.
You guys, perfect foils for one another. Let's see.
What should we do next with this man?
Nacho.
Tell us about these orcs that we've been hearing about that are in the area.
Yes, well, The orcs used to live in the mountains. They didn't really give us much trouble up there, although I still didn't savor having to live so close to them. But now that the dragon's taken hold, they've been coming down in numbers, and interestingly, some reports of half-orcs among them. Typically, they aren't seen gallivanting around together, but for some reason they seem to have formed an alliance again. It hasn't happened for years.
Have they been raiding your village, or are they just mostly keeping to themselves?
So far, we've been safe, although they've been reported closer and closer. Other small settlements have been burned or sacked or taken for them.
Do any of your reports mention their clothing? Do they have any distinctive symbols? We just recently ran into an orc and half-orc group that we had to interrupt doing a ritual. They may be related.
Well, my studies don't really focus on orcs, but as far as I know, most of them just worship Groomsh.
Morty nods and says, "That checks out." And then we'll say, "What do your studies focus on?"
Good question. Well, originally I was into historical studies, mostly having to do with the Lord of Neverwinter's royal line, but the regent didn't really like that too much. I suspect part of the reason he sent me out this way.
Yeah. Sounds like someone I agree with. The whims and woes of lords don't interest me. But he'll look to Query and say, "This one's highborn. Might interest him though."
Yes, well, my cousin does send me some information, but being stuck out here, I don't have access to the library, so my research is pretty much hit a standstill.
Yeah.
Quarian's
I know.
elf ears perk up at mention of a library. You say Neverwinter has a good library.
Wouldn't call it good. My cousin's not too taken with the studies of historical fact. He'd rather make his own.
Quarian's pointy ears return to normal.
Morty will think, well, let's not say good, but does it have an old one by chance?
It's probably some texts my cousin was too stupid to realize their value and lying around somewhere. I have a small library here, though it's stuff that I was able to take with me and that he sends me from time to time. Just enough to keep me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not happy. Happy.
Morty thinks to himself, library, and then he thinks, on the other hand, tavern, and then he thinks, well, we'd best be going.
All right, well, quite. You've wasted enough of my time, but if you do collect any of those bounties, make sure you bring them back here. I'll make sure you're paid.
Of course. You're the first person we'll be seeing once we're done.
Hopefully we have more business in the future.
Aye, I'm sure we will. And you best be trying my ale once I'm back.
Morty's Magnificent Ale.
More of a wine drinker myself. And with that, he just slams the thing closed.
Morty had his hand up about to say something else. And just gets the door slammed in his face.
Close.
And then he just turns around with hand still up and says, "Oh, to the tavern, boys."
As you guys head to
All right,
the
Morty,
tavern,
let's go.
the
We want to stop at the Luck Shrine, or do we want to do that on the way out?
I say we do it on the way out.
On the way out
Sure.
of town, or
Sure.
on the way into the tavern?
Morty's still just going to be staring at it as we walk by, but yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
let's
wait.
just go to the tavern first. Yeah, okay.
What time of day is it?
It's the sun is going down. And as you guys are leaving the townmaster's hall, you see the sun. You're kind of faced to the west right now. You see the sun going down. Everybody roll a perception check.
Perception.
Everybody
Carl
sees
win.
a lot of things but me.
You're short.
What'd you get, Quarian? Because it's cut off again on my screen.
Oh, yeah,
What's this,
17.
though?
17. All right. So everyone but Morty. You notice the silhouette against the setting sun of a flying creature,
Ooh.
I bet it's the dragon.
and it seems to be headed in your direction. It's very
Oh, no.
small at this point.
Oh.
As it passes overhead, still very small. Roll another perception check. Just the people that noticed it, though. Quarian and Nacho notice something in its back talons. Looks like an animal of some kind. And it looks... It's hard to tell from this distance, but it's four-legged. It looks either like a horse or a cow. Something in that kind of general family of animals, right? 4 legs, larger body, maybe a large deer or something like that. Hard to tell from this far away. And it just flies overhead and heads to the east towards the highest peak in the mountain range.
We may know how to bait this dragon now.
Yeah, Nacho's never seen a dragon
Dragon.
before, so he's like, holy shit.
A real dragon.
Yeah, like a
Never seen
real dragon, like a legit dragon that can fly off with a large animal.
The wings and
He's-
everything.
Holy
Nacho's
shit!
visibly
He's like,
shook.
that's a dragon? Yeah, like,
Nacho visibly shook.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to roll to see if you're visibly shook, you could do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I got this, guys. I got this.
Boom.
All right.
Nacho's so fucking cool. He can't-
Yes, he just shakes it off. He just pauses for a second and then just shrugs and walks into the tavern.
Yeah.
No, so
Holy
you
shit.
see, I mean, everybody is,
Morty didn't even see this because he's so short.
right? Yeah, everybody was in your way.
We'll tell you about it.
Everybody was rightfully awed by the dragon, other than Morty.
I'm gonna start tapping everybody and say, "What are they looking at?"
Go. Dracar's gonna go. There was the real dragon.
Fuck, I
and
didn't even get to
points
see
up
it.
to the thing. Marty, we're gonna go up there.
Oh,
We're gonna go get the dragon.
the mountain peak? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Morty
yeah.
will say,
we gotta.
"Hey, how about you give me uppies and let me see it?" I
Yeah.
wanna see the
So
mountain peak.
Dracaro picks him up and puts him on his shoulders.
Okay.
Okay. At this point, he's passed overhead and he's headed towards the east, so the sunset's kind of at its back and at your back.
All right. So
Um,
Morty got a glimpse of it.
Morty got a glimpse of it, not a very good glimpse, but realized what you guys had all stopped and started staring up for.
Now all
But
the
it didn't
townspeople are
really make
staring
out much
at-
detail, but saw a figure and land on the far side of the tallest peak.
Morty will grab his fancy necklace and say a small prayer and say, "Please, don't let that thing kill my whole party."
We're
All
gonna
right.
go gear up first, Morty.
Yeah.
But first, we drink, and then walk toward the bar.
Morty
As
will
it-
say, Morty will nod and say, "All right, big fella," and he's like, "Just keep me on your shoulder as we walk in."
Dracaro picks him back up and places him back gently on the ground, as if to not hurt him. So you walk in first.
I wanted you to keep me on your shoulder though as we walked
Yeah,
in. You're not gonna do
no.
it?
Nope,
fine.
I
Drawn enough.
disagreed.
Fine.
Use your own two stubby little legs to walk in.
So you're not going to the shrine. You're going to the tavern.
We're gonna go to the tavern.
All right.
Tavern first. We'll do the shrine after if we have time.
All right. So
I'm
you get.
getting real close to bedtime, fellas.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
I was gonna say we'll probably end it there, unless you want to do you want to talk to the tavern keeper a little bit, or do you want to just start there tomorrow next time?
No, that's fine.
I think
We'll just.
starting the tavern would be a good place to start.
I just meant before
Yeah.
we left town. We'll
Yeah.
we'll probably stop by the shrine. Is all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
on
figure
our
you
way.
guys, leave for your adventure tomorrow and stop at the shrine on the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah, we can call it there. Yeah, we'll go in and sit down, and then we'll
talk to him a little bit. I assume you'll stay the night, and then, but we'll do the role play stuff or a little bit of talking before you take the long rest.
Yeah.
All right.
sir.
I'm gonna be out of town next Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Shit.
So